Pro's
What the fuck
mic
is this?
isn't working. And now we all run the show.
You do not, because my mic is now working, so eat it. Hey, hi, g'day, hello, welcome to the Sword of the Skulls, my little D&D 5th edition campaign, that I run right here on the internet where you can watch it. I'm Promethean, but that's unimportant. I have some players with me. One of them is missing, we'll come to that shortly. Behold the players. I would ask you to introduce yourself, please. Let us know what you're doing, what you're excited about, and tell us just a little bit about who your character is in the Sword of the Skulls, please. Starting with Jeannie.
Why do you hate me? Hi, how are we doing? I have Oreos in my teeth and I was just drinking water, but it's fine. And I had an ad break on Twitch. So you're so aware. But hi, how we going? I'm Jeannie. I do cosplay stuff and I run a small art/candle business now, apparently. That's it. And I write stuff.
Whoa, excellent. Tell us. Did you tell us about your character? Who's Kaori?
Oh yeah.
We're playing characters in this game?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
What the fuck? I play Kaori, who is a fire-obsessed pirate with a monkey.
Excellent, very good. Ham, please.
That's me. Hi, I'm Ham. I'm here. I'm on Meeples and Dragons with Radiant Shadows. I'm over doing the Pangs and Fangs thing. I play Salazlo or Sal. He's a hobgoblin with giant brain that he uses to melt people's faces or his own face.
Thought he was a gobhoblin.
Fucking hell.
I'll fucking gob your hoblin.
Speaking of absolute idiocy, NVCDM. Wait, they're not there. They will be a little bit later.
Hello,
in
I'm
this session.
NVCDM, and my entire shtick is making Promethean's life hell because he's a rat.
Good. I don't think he's ever
NVC
said it that directly.
Make rhymes, so you need to do a rhyme right now.
I can't rhyme.
Work. Be better.
There's no time.
Sounds like a crime.
Saz, can you rescue this trash fire by telling us who you are, the coolest of us all, and what you do?
You're funny.
And your character, please.
I am Saz or Saz Meeple. Find me everywhere on the internet, Meeples and Dragons, where I'm the resident dice goblin producer. Sometimes I remember to play video games and do that too. I am awake, I swear. I play Tiny here. She is the most adorable tiny little fairy warlock you've ever seen in your life, who sometimes has a moment and goes goth. That's me.
Excellent. Ash.
Hey, I'm Ash. I make stuff. I'm a Ubisoft partner and a prop maker and a certified little guy. You can find me on Instagram at Ash Makes Stuff, where I'm putting out new projects weekly. Case in point, this beautiful sword that I made last year. Look at it. It's beautiful. Don't you think it deserves a follow? In this campaign, I play Lilith. She is a cleric and a bitch.
Excellent. I just realized I muted myself to you guys, but didn't mute myself to the stream when I coughed. So enjoy that ear explosion.
No, I heard you cough.
Internet, quiet you. Hey, speaking of you, Emily, your turn to do the thing, please.
Yeah, cool. Hi, I'm Emily. I am the GM, producer, and Chief Executive Thirstmaster over on Hexes and Vexes, where I run my campaign, Echoes of Divinity. When I'm not doing that, I'm producing Candela Obscura, The Circle of Vice and Virtue. And when I'm not doing that, you can find me here, Meeples and Dragons, Pangs and Fangs, Fall of Taliva, Enchanted_Realms, and as one of the co-hosts of Fuckbard Island, coming to a screen near you at the end of this year.
Excellent.
I'm playing Malia Redwood. She's also a bitch, but you know, she likes blood.
This is accurate. I would like to point out I told the internet to come and watch me reclaim the title of the most bullied DM on the internet, and I feel like you've all successfully delivered already, so thank you.
Quick, everyone look cute.
Can I accept the challenge again?
You may. Go for it.
I'm always nice
everyone
to
looks
you.
really cute. I need you to know. Everyone looked really cute.
Good.
No one was being a menace this time.
Previously on the Sword of the Skulls, almost everyone in this party died, quite tragically. Almost everyone in this party then found themselves clawing their way back into the mortal coil, but remaining unconscious, they were trafficked away to a stronghold of the Carillion, the organization within Sonder primarily responsible for preventing demonic hordes from spilling out of the north. Unconsciously, Salazlo, Lilith, and Malia were all taken to this place by Vermilion's mother, Selethra, and her two bounty hunter friendos, with Tinywing happily chatting away on the journey. While Vermilion, tasked by his mother with making sure that the owl and Willet Wedgwood did not successfully get away, seeing as she wanted him for some purpose, very much just kind of let him go after being convinced that he wasn't in fact a Sephirite, but was secretly a member of an order called the Priests of Aelior, looking out for the general well-being of not only the young Prince Eren, who's been missing now for quite some time, but the world at large, and Willet was let go to continue that quest. Vermilion, catching wind of the cart passing by with his unconscious friends, Tinywing, his mother, and these two bounty hunters, very quickly wild-shaped himself into a squirrel to go have a little look and see what was going on, and is currently still remaining in that form, just doing a little bit of recon around the place, whilst our guests within this stronghold, now conscious, all but one, have found in an adjacent cell, they've now been reunited with Kaori, and her monkey, who is not within the cell, but was reintroduced to them, very cheekily stealing one of the firearms belonging to the bounty hunter Tremont Benedict.
I want to take this opportunity to say that before the stream started, you said to me that the monkey definitely still has a gun.
No,
Yeah.
opposite of that is the thing
No,
that I
no.
said.
No, you definitely said the monkey still has a gun.
You were,
I believe Emily.
you were literally
I think that-
gaslighting me.
I am
I-
not gaslighting you. I am
I
telling
think
the truth.
I think in the efforts of in the interest of party cohesion, we should put it to a vote. Does the monkey still have a gun? Those who in agreement, raise your hand.
Only conscious party members
Pew,
can
pew.
vote. And with two of the party members not able to vote, I guess it's a no contest, and the DM
No,
wins.
because we know that NVC would vote yes gun.
NVC would vote bigger gun.
Yeah, correct.
Whatever gun the monkey has, just make it bigger.
You're
That would
absolutely
be NVC's vote.
not wrong. Malia, you have just been thoroughly unsuccessful in an attempt to intimidate. I don't even know if that's exactly what you would call it.
Definitely not intimidating this guy. I was trying to be sneaky and was made very clear to me that that would not work. So
The Twergar bounty hunter Grum, who has kind of scoffed at your attempts to pretend like you're anything but on the brink of death, effectively. Salazlo, you have aged to dust the physical lock on these cells in which you're currently contained, and attempting to exit had the door absolutely smack you in the face when it has been repelled from a magical force surrounding the bars, or through the bars rather. Tinywing, you're free to come and go as you like. You just need to yell out for a guard to let you out, and they'll absolutely do so.
Seriously? Fuck yes.
Yeah,
wow, favoritism.
you're not in any kind of trouble whatsoever.
Because I'm adorable. Hello.
At this point in time,
Fucking hell.
Kaori, the party have promised that you can go with them if and when they inevitably are let free.
Oh yeah, we're getting out of here.
With absolutely no authority whatsoever to do so, which is great. And at this,
Let me introduce you to my authority, Dagger 1 and Dagger 2.
oh, sorry, the daggers that you don't currently have in the cell that you've woken
Excuse
up
me,
in.
I believe we discussed a specific dagger before this stream.
There was one specific dagger. If you want to pitch it, go for your fucking life. Those of you in the cells who are conscious, so currently not including Lilith, watch as from one of the side doors that you can see kind of looking out into this large room that the cells back onto a wall of, a incredibly large tray is both pushed and pulled by two furbolgs with huge metal trays upon it. They make their way to the front of your respective cells, ask you very politely to stand back against the rear wall of the cell that you're in. Is there anyone who doesn't wish to comply with that? Excellent. Brilliant. Okay, so Kaori, Sal, Tinywing, I assume with Sal then, all take a step back. 2 of the 6 guards that are within this room step forward, one cell at a time. One chants a brief incantation, and the other opens the door. Firstly, into Kaori's room. Kaori, you're familiar with this process, and are perhaps even looking forward to it at this point. And on a table in your cell that is bolted into the wall, a delicious and very well prepared meal is placed with cutlery for you, and they leave. Malia, they will look at you and note that you haven't approached the rear wall. Will pass your cell to that of Salazar and Tinywing and head in there and do the same. They place a very large meal on the table. One of these, I'm not going to say servants, I guess employees of this place.
Yeah, they have a union.
Yeah. Will address the both of you, Sal and Tinywing. The holding here for you is only brief. Please enjoy your meal. As soon as Selethra has concluded her business, I'm sure we can get all this mess sorted out and you can be absolutely free to go. Of course, Ms. Wing, I think your name is, and he will,
Tiny.
and Tiny, and he will bow very, very deeply. You are, of course, free to leave if you wish, or partake in the meal with your friend here. That's fine. I'm sure it won't be too much longer.
Okay. I'm gonna stay here.
Is there anything we can get either of the two of you before we pack it in for the night?
I don't need anything. Do you, Sal?
I mean, I'm slightly confused about why we're like locked in cells if this is all meant to be a very sort of nice, friendly little whatever the fuck this is.
Oh, that's absolutely fair. That is, of course, on Selethra's command. She's the very intimidating lady you might have met a little bit earlier. She's quite scary, but she is a person of very high standing in the Krillin, and we must do what she asks. Again, I don't believe that either of you are in any form of trouble or anything of that nature. This is purely for your own safety and ours until whatever business it is that she has is concluded.
And what about the rest of them?
The second of these servers kind of looks to the first one with a look very much to say, hey, come on, dude, you're talking too much. What are you doing? But he absolutely continues, well, I believe there's a bounty on at least 2 of their heads. And Selethra seemed very interested in the angry one over there. We may not be getting her meal tonight if she isn't kind enough to take a few steps back and let us in the door. And I'm sure once she's had a conversation or two, again, everything will be cleared up and you'll be allowed to go on your way.
Right, okay.
These these cells aren't even usually used for people. These are used for particularly dangerous artifacts and very occasionally folk that have been encouraged to join the militia.
Encouraged. Sure, okay. All right, well, look, I mean, we don't really get much of a choice with all of this, so I suppose we'll just sit around and you'll do whatever you want to do with those who have got the bounties on them, and we'll just go from there.
I expect exactly so. Thank you for your patience. Sorry about the inconvenience, and I hope you have a very pleasant
Fuck
evening.
you. Fuck you right to the moon.
That's and pulling them out of Salazar's cell, they'll kind of stop in front of yours, Malia. That's really not very polite language and entirely unnecessary.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not polite language. Just like it's not polite to put a bunch of people in cells and hold them here for no apparent reason.
I simply make delicious food and provide it to the residents of this
I simply
fine
hope
stronghold.
this exact same kindness and inconvenience is something that you experience yourselves one day.
Well, perhaps you would like to partake in the full joy of that experience by not wasting this wonderful meal that I have prepared for you and your friends.
I think I'm good.
The food is pretty good though. Just saying. And obviously Kaori's got like her mouth full of fucking whatever was on the plate.
I'm good. I don't take food from people who keep people locked in cages, so, you know. Enjoy your wastage.
One of the guards who was with him, who have been silent more or less since this time, will very slowly and deliberately just reach down and kind of grab something from this plate and start munching it themselves. Well, it's definitely not going to go to waste. But thank you.
Oh, no, it will. I mean, you're just the waste.
The two look at each other briefly, and just kind of shake their head back out. The
That's
two
what I thought.
servers take their table back away through to what you can only assume then is the interior of this stronghold, and presumably towards the kitchen area. The guards that accompanied them to the doors resume their stations at their spots around the walls of this room. At this stage, neither Benedict nor Grom are in the room. You can see neither of them. You can't see Zephyr either anymore. Both Grom and Zephyr seem to have left, and they leave you to your respective meals. Do you want to have a little chat while those of you who won't be going hungry this evening, whilst absolutely exhausted?
I'm totally not hungry. It's so fine.
Cool.
Cell will actually take some of the food off the plate, and then we'll just pass it towards the bars that separate him and Malia's cell.
Excellent. The moment it reaches the bars, it is immediately repelled back at you.
I'm good.
Well-
I've never been much of an eater, so.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, seems to be an awful lot of magic and stuff for a little hardly used bunch of cells in the bottom of this place. All seems a bit bullshit to me.
This entire thing feels like bullshit.
I'm curious though, what's this about bounties and stuff?
Oh, yeah, because you weren't like traveling with us at the start. So basically, my entire line of work and how I ended up with this, and I guess, well, some of this original group, was I do jobs for money, usually hunting people down, occasionally contract killing for hire, bad people only, of course. And um that's how I make my living.
But he implied that like you've got a bounty on your head and maybe I don't know, was it like
Not that I'm
Lilith as
aware
well?
of.
No, you're not. Okay. Maybe I misconstrued what he was
I am
saying.
not important enough to put a bounty on my head.
But you're important enough for Vermilion's mum to hunt you down and want to talk to you.
I don't know if she was hunting me down. I think that
No,
might have
no.
been a happy
She said
coincidence.
specifically she wants to talk to you.
Also, like I would just like to say, like literally, what is the absolute fuck up with this Vermilion's mother being some fucking super villain, evil, nasty power woman thing? Like,
It actually explains a lot. Like it
really?
genuinely does. You know, children of people who are not great people turn out one of two ways, in my experience. Either they're exactly the picture of their parents, or they actively try and cover up their mommy and daddy issues by just being overly positive and friendly to the group and attempting to make breakfast out of eggs, apparently.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I suppose, but still, it just seemed a little bit out of right field for me. So I, I don't
I
know.
mean, Vermilion carried that fucking fox with him for so long. Like, and we didn't know. So Vermilion
Right.
keeping secrets isn't exactly, and like running off into the woods and stuff when there
Right. Yeah, I
were
mean,
literally werewolves everywhere.
yeah,
Like,
look, I mean, Vermilion's like I feel like he's sort of he's all foam, no beer most of the time. So
I think he's got beer.
I mean, there's a little bit in there. It's like at the bottom, but I think there's more foam than anything else. Look,
He's still
inherently, I
pretty
don't
great
think he's a
though.
bad person. He's
Oh no,
just a
I know.
bit. He's just a bit, he's a
I
bit
think
out
there's
there.
more to him than he lets on.
Oh, I'm sure there is,
But
especially
like,
considering his mother.
I don't know, people who have been through, and I'm not saying he has, but people who've been through like extensive trauma or terrible experiences try to bury them quite deep.
Really,
So,
I would have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Tiny's just nodding furiously along with this.
whoa, someone's like starting some sort of motorized vehicle out there. Um,
What's this motorized vehicle you're talking about now?
oh,
One
it's
one
like,
of the guards at the wall is just like, oh, excuse me.
Yeah, yeah.
could you keep it fucking down over there?
Jesus.
Food mustn't be that good. Choking it up.
Right, well, I mean, I suppose we just have to sit around until we can get out of this place. They let us through these magical, stupid bars.
Speaking of, Kaori, you think your monkey could grab those keys?
Probably once he comes back. Also, just full disclaimer, I'm like pretty sure there's a bounty on my head too. Just gonna
Oh yeah,
throw that
we've
out
all
there.
heard
Oh,
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. As long as we're
Um,
all on the same page with that. Yeah, no, Zephyr should be able to grab that as soon as
Here's the great news. I'm a bounty hunter. You're a bounty. I can just claim that bounty and not have you killed.
Right. Huh?
Well, I mean, is your bounty dead, alive, either?
That's such a great question. I don't know.
I mean, on the subject of the whole monkey and the keys, I don't think the actual physical locks is such a problem. It's more the whole magical kind of stuff that's keeping us inside. Because like my door is not locked at all, and he'll literally go over and open and close it a couple of times since it doesn't have a lock mechanism anymore. See, it's more the whole magical thing that's just like stopping us from getting out. And one of them said some bunch of magical words before, so
Right.
Wait,
Well,
did we hear these words?
I was just abracadabra.
Yeah, did we hear these words?
You did
What were they?
Roll a perception check at disadvantage for those of you with exhaustion, which is everyone.
What if
I
I've got
have
dark
exhausted.
vision? Can it be a straight roll?
Kaori doesn't, Tiny Wing doesn't.
Can I do a straight roll if I've got dark vision?
Get fucked.
Also, get fucked. That was a nat 20.
Nice.
Sorry, what are we rolling again? Sorry.
Perception to see if you've heard the incantation that's been used to open this
Also, get fucked. My perception's great. And with disadvantage,
magical
It's an 18.
magical
15.
wall of force. Sal.
I got 11, which is really good for me.
Look, we'll say you all absolutely heard the incantation, yeah.
Should I do
Cool.
an arcana check to see if I know how it might work?
Yes, you may.
Oh, that's not as great. That's a 18.
Excellent. I think with an 18 Tiny Wing, you will intuit that this is some kind of replicated or ritualistic version of Wall of Force that has been placed around each individual cell. The incantation is definitely required to drop that based on what you heard and what you've seen. But with an 18, I think you are also aware that it's not the only element required to bring the wall down.
Boo.
I have an idea. Sorry, Pro. I've just sent you a super quick message
Whoa,
about it.
okay.
I'm so sorry.
I feel like you would have tried this already.
Okay.
I
Okay.
hate that laugh.
And it
Should we we can share with the class if you're happy to share with the
Yeah.
class what I just suggested.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
okay.
when you attempted it, definitely did not work.
Which one? Obviously, yeah, yeah. So I just realized I also have Misty Step and Dimension Door. So I was like, hey, could I give that a shot? But yeah, no. So Misty Step did not work, right?
Correct.
Cool. Yeah. So I don't know what this. I tried to like out of here. It didn't work.
It's probably not going to work. I think maybe because they'll let me come and go. Maybe if we get them to let me out, I might work out what's missing for me to replicate how we get out of here.
Or,
Maybe.
I mean, we could just wait until they actually just let us out. I mean, that might end up being less.
Well, you and I,
Uh,
we're free to go once
I
they
mean,
let
we're
us
free to
out.
go as well. I mean, this is like, that's actually pretty, like, fair. I mean,
Okay, well then fuck off. I don't care.
I mean,
Well,
look,
we didn't
it's-
say that.
Well, I mean, look, it would seem somewhat unfair to leave you all locked up in here at this point in time.
Lilith isn't
Lilith's
even
not-
fucking conscious yet.
No, she's not even
Well.
awake yet.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of like a Lilith problem, really.
She's been nice to me recently, Sal. I promise you, she's
Recently?
not bad.
Fuck.
Right, sure. I mean, if that's I appreciate that that's your reality, Tiny.
There is good in there, Sal. She's not all bad.
Speaking of Lilith and of reality, Lilith, the last thing you consciously remember was being taken down.
Hit over the head with a hammer.
Yes, by Grum, the Duergar bounty hunter.
By a guy who looks suspiciously like D20.
Indeed, for a little bit. Then he looked like me with a completely different accent. For some time after your initial experience, you still retain a sense of self, displaced as it is from your physical body. And you feel it's almost like being surrounded in, it's like a beautiful warm bath with wonderful scents playing over you, and it feels very comfortable and pleasant for a time.
Oh, so she's concussed to fuck.
Perhaps. And over the course of time, whilst you've been unconscious, you've been brought to this place entirely unawares. And after a while, this sensation of it's kind of floating in warm water shifts, and the water is replaced with mist that sparkles first silver and then pink and then yellows and purples. And your sense of self, rather than just being this kind of dispersed awareness of this sensation around you, comes back to an actual sort of sense of self, and you feel yourself again in this place, but surrounded by these mists, which very shortly coalesce, and one particular area of it more so, becoming denser and denser, and you see before you at first what looks like two shadows, and the one foremost closest to you, you see develops a long, furry, waving tail, and you see a wide grin and two pointy ears, and before it is even manifested, you know, and in coming to this realization, feel that you have control over what feels like very much your own body. You know that the creature forming before you is Mr. Gill. Beyond them, there is a larger, darker, not malignant, certainly not friendly shadow. But you feel you recognize the pose of Nixilis. Distant, not engaging with you, and certainly behind Mr. Gill. But it is the feline creature that comes into being before you. Can you describe for us, please, what exactly this creature looks like?
That's a really good question because I never contextualized that in my backstory. Also, just to make sure I'm remembering this right, Nixilis is one of my aunts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I couldn't remember. I know all the others, but I forgot about that one.
Nixilis, the weaver
It's
of
Mr. Gill.
the weaver of darkness and dreams, specifically.
Oh, hell yeah! I don't remember writing that in my backstory, but fucking awesome. So Mr. Gill is essentially like the fluffiest Manx cat you've ever seen, but the colors are all wrong, and he's also like 5 foot long. He's like if a Manx cat was a tiger, but slightly smaller than that. Just he's big and fluffy, and he looks feral, but also very well mannered. He has this big Cheshire cat grin and these eyes that are very similar to Lilith's in that they have no real set color. They just kind of swirl and change depending on what angle you are looking at him from. He probably stands about 3.5 feet off the ground, 4 feet off the ground. Like he is a big cat, but very obviously not like a wild cat. He very much looks like just an overgrown house cat.
And he politely takes a seat before you. Lilith,
Mr. Gill,
you've been away.
I have been away. Seems everyone's forgotten me. How
Oh,
haven't you?
oh, you're far from forgotten.
Good.
You have been very difficult to find, however.
It would appear that I am a woman stuck out of time.
Out of time, out of place, out of home, I guess.
Yes.
And yet, here you are, in this place. And he will kind of clean his whiskers briefly. One of your aunties and I seem to have found a solution. But I warn you, be careful here. Welcome to the plane of dreams. And he turns, and as he does so, the mist itself thins and opens, and you see beyond
Barovia.
both Mr. Gill and Nixilis, who remains in mist and shadow, shrouded, disengaged, and at a distance. Beyond them both, you see a number of very jarring scenes beside each other. In one, there is ridiculously bright sunlight shining down on green hills and streaming rivers. Immediately adjacent to that is a nighttime, shadowy place with no stars, and what look to be dozens of these crab-like creatures chasing each other with large feathers. Immediately adjacent to that, you see what look to be small dragon-like creatures swimming through the air, it seems, turning around in circles, only to then burst into an array of pink bubbles. Mr. Gill stands and moves beside you. It would seem we are able to not only find you, but converse with you here, but each of these individual places is someone's dream. If the dreamer awakens, we die. It's
Oh.
been quite dangerous finding you.
Well, it would it would seem that the amulet I stole from Mother has been protecting me from such things for quite some time. 2 years by this plane's count.
He nods briefly, turns to Nixilis.
Hi, Auntie Nix.
You feel an acknowledgement from her. There is no visual representation that she has acknowledged you addressing her whatsoever, which is not disconcerting in any way. It's just how she is. But you sense that there is an acknowledgement. I'll get you to roll for me a perception check, please.
Not great. 11.
Okay. With 11, I think it's mostly just that. So you understand that she has acknowledged your presence, but she doesn't really give anything more than that, and you cannot intuit anything from her more than that at this stage. Mr. Gill starts trotting forward. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I believe there is at least one dream in which we should certainly be safe for a time.
I follow.
And opening a little ways ahead of you appears some kind of portal. It is almost as though branches emerge from the very soft grass beneath your feet. These thick wooden branches twist up and around each other, and these very thin flowering vines around them. And as you walk through into what feels like a very familiar scene. This is the Feywild. Mr. Gill again seats himself. It is said by some that this place is a dream of nature itself, and I don't see nature waking anytime soon. But I must warn you, it's not the place that you left. And as he says that, you look up, and before you, what you see at various distances out across a fairly open horizon in this particular place are large, swirling vortices of the darkest black that you have ever encountered. So pockets of pure void encroaching their way into an otherwise beautiful place.
There are so many things I want to say, so many questions I have, but if time truly is of the essence, I will need you to know what has happened to me. Well, it wasn't my fault, it was a dragon, but anyway, I was there when it happened. He released someone called an Oathrife. I suspect he has something to do with that. And that Oathrife was then killed by an acquaintance of mine, and disappeared into a void in time and space. And then he also enchanted a dog, and also there was this hag that I met. Her name is Maggie. She's tasked us to do some stuff. Mr. Kill, I've missed you terribly, and it distresses me that I cannot spend more time here with you. But that being said, where are you from? When are you from? The last time I tried to speak, to call home, to talk, Valda was but a child. That is not how I left her.
Ah. Well, firstly, don't fret too terribly about the Oathrife. Your aunties are aware. Unrelated to this unpleasantness you see before us. As far as I know, and he'll look back to Nixilis. Again, absolutely no reaction. No, seemingly unrelated. Difficult to say with some of your aunties, as you know. The matter of your contacting us here, also, not something to overly fret about. Crossing from a place such as this to as mundane an existence as the one you're currently occupying, things get twisted. I believe measures have been taken to protect this place from that which dwells where you have been sent, and vice versa.
Promethean,
Mhm.
Lord, if you will.
Internet dropped and I did not catch a single word of that.
Sick. Super short
I'm so
version.
sorry.
No, you're so fine.
Please.
Super short version. Go over this later. The Oathrife, your aunties are aware of, unrelated to the.
I heard that bit and I heard the
voice.
next bit.
Yeah.
I heard mundane existence and that was it.
Correct. So, attempts to communicate from the material plane to the Feywild are going to get twisted. Is the short version of what he's informed you. If you were to return fully, you would step back into very much the same existence that you left, aligned very much with the amount of time that has passed for you. The issue
That
is
is a relief.
the issue is with returning.
Yes.
Seals have been turned. This darkness cannot be allowed to escape. And for that reason, tragically, doors, portals, circles have been closed. We're only here now thanks to the power of a dream.
Dreamers make, Mr. Gill. Even nature herself. I must ask, is this to do with the Crawling King?
There is a tangible lowering of the temperature in the immediate area around you. I must ask you not to speak that name here.
I would not speak his name. The title is the safest thing we have ever had. Did you know it?
It seems they're not as bound as they once were, and there is a danger with this sickness that is plaguing this place that they could return. But their true desire has always been the return of their own divinity. I certainly don't think that they would find it here.
No. The blind crawl and tear holes through the realms. The plains. You know that as well as I.
Oh, I'm sure I know far better than you, little one.
I'm quite certain you do. Look at me being humble.
It is quite a change. Not an unpleasant one.
Don't get used to it. I was hit over the head with a hammer by a rather ugly man, and I'm going to kill him later.
That, on the other hand, sounds quite unpleasant.
It was.
Well,
Also, I almost got eaten by a crocodile.
what on earth is a
Reminded me very
crocodile?
much of when we first met.
What is a crocodile?
Imagine a lizard with so many more teeth and also bigger than you.
Sounds delightful. I don't know how much time we have here, but your auntie, on finding this little back door for us, thought it wise to reach out and check in, see how you're doing.
Terribly, honestly, but better than the last 2 years have been for me. Do you? We don't have time. I'm gonna reach into my mouth and I'm gonna pull out one of my own teeth, and I'm just gonna just like sort of nestle it in the fur of his. It still won't be easy to find me, but perhaps this will help. And what happened? How did I get thrown to this? Oh, it was so awful. It was a cave full of giant mushrooms. There was slime everywhere. And then when I exited the cave, there was a massive underground city. And then when I exited that, there was a desert. No trees. Horrible. The sun is always hot there. It's awful.
Mr. Gill begins to speak, and then, although the temperature has risen back from Nixilis, the shadow and darkness that has been surrounding her in this mist expands, becomes thicker, and he almost quite literally bites his tongue before launching into whatever it was that he is about to say. It would be imprudent of me to go too far, but I think it is very safe to say that you are to stand witness. There are terrible machinations. Terrible. And he'll look behind him, receiving some kind of indication that he can continue. Potential fates playing out in the world into which you were, in my opinion, unceremoniously dumped. Our friends here seem to feel that these events should be guided. And if not guided, then at least resolved under a watchful eye. I am, as you know, far from beloved in any of the courts. But I believe you are to be that eye, and perhaps the hand that guides.
Would it be reasonable to assume that when he says friends, he is the same knowledge as Lilith and is a little lost on that one?
Yes, it would be the coven essentially that he's referring to.
Okay.
And the extended
Perhaps his family.
and the extended court perhaps as well.
Okay. Which court? The Winter Court?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Do you know of a hag named Agatha Blacktoe?
And I like whip past him and Nixilis as well.
Either of you? Any of us? Do we know?
And we all know Aggie. She's a delight.
He's not talking. Is he talking about my aunt?
No,
Aggie?
no, Agatha.
Okay, yeah. Just because, because like back at Maggie's, I asked, I was like, "Is this my Aggie?" And then you were like, "No." So just double checking that hasn't changed.
Do you know when or where she is? Or if she's alive? A friend of mine has made a stupid bargain. The terms were absolutely not agreeable, and she made it anyway. Mortals will never ever learn.
As far as I know, she's still alive. But I also hear that she broke from her coven.
I heard that too.
Dark whispers. Unkind things. Not worth repeating necessarily. The company she keeps is, or wishes to keep, is certainly dangerous, but I've never heard any gossip that suggests there's a real likelihood of her achieving her deluded goals.
I have a sudden, very bad feeling about that.
She's obsessed with a myth. It's nothing more than silly girlhood. But quickly, your ability to be here seems to be being assisted by whatever it is that ails you there. And I feel a
Oh,
shift.
that damn fairy.
And as he says the word shift, the dreamscape around you, it's not the dreamscape that changes, but your ability to perceive it begins to not fade, but flicker quickly. And you get the impression that you truly do not have much time left here with Mr. Gill.
I drop to my knees and I press my forehead against his snoot the way that I have many, many times before. Thank you.
He does
both of you.
he does that really
Thank you.
irritating thing where like he pushes far too hard against your skull, kind of reciprocating back at you.
Strength to 7, baby.
Mm.
I've got a strength to 7. I'm on the ground. It's fine. Thank you, both of you, for what you've risked for this. I think I understand, and I will do everything in my power. I'll report back when I can, and if it is at some later time or earlier time, perhaps you will remember.
Perhaps.
It is good to see you again.
It is enough to know you well.
And you. Also, Palos is here. He's a right ass. Never changed.
And right on the end of Palos, I think, is where your ability to perceive this dreamscape fades, and you awaken in your own cell next to Salazar and Tinywing beside you, with 2 levels of exhaustion.
Why? They didn't die.
And yet,
Sounds like the DM just wants to nerf everybody.
and a meal
Right.
waiting for you. It's a fairly well allotted room. There is what looks to be a relatively comfortable single bed, a small table in the center of the room, and on it is a meal that looks to have been prepared for you and placed on there. Sal and Tinywing, you don't even need to roll for it. You'll notice Lilith stirring in her cell beside you.
I feign sleep immediately.
I'll get both of you to roll a
I do the
perception
thing where a
check.
kid will like open their eyes, look around, and then close.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll deception?
You can roll a performance check, please, at disadvantage.
18.
Sorry, repeat that.
You can roll a performance check at disadvantage.
Sure. At disadvantage or with a -4
Disadvantage.
from exhaustion? Okay. Cool. No. 6.
Tinywing, you are absolutely aware that Lilith is now conscious, and watch very directly as she opens her eyes briefly, stares you dead in the eyes, and then like tries to pretend to be asleep.
Lilith! She's awake, she's awake, she's awake!
Am I still bound and gagged?
No.
Okay, good. And I'm gonna guess I don't have any of my things with me.
Correct. You have.
So you're saying that someone reached up Lilith's skirt to find a hidden dagger. That's creep behavior.
It would have been patted down, and it would have been very
Creep
carefully
behavior.
and modestly removed.
Creep behavior. Telepathically, Tinywing, you hear Lilith's not awake. You didn't hear anything.
You don't
I
hear
didn't
that
hear
though.
anything. I saw everything.
You don't hear that though. It doesn't pass through the bars.
You should just get up, Lilith. They've given us food. And unless you know how to get through this, we're not getting out of here anytime soon. But they will let
Yes.
us go if we don't have a bounty on us.
I mean, if Lilith is awake, at least maybe someone else magically inclined might be able to help with this whole fucking magic cell bullshit.
I know what it is. I just can't get out of it.
Yeah, but
But I also
If-
don't need to get out of it because I could just ask and they'll let me out.
thank you for that reminder.
You're welcome.
Great. Have we got an ETA on this bullshit? I'm just gonna yell out at anyone.
This time, Selethgra will enter the room beyond these cells with 2 also Furbolg guards at her side. And they approach your cell, Malia. Without chanting anything, Selethgra just waves, essentially, and your cell door swings open.
With her in front of me?
Oh yeah,
I didn't see her before, though, right? I've not seen her before. Because I was dead when she appeared at the fight already.
correct. You haven't seen her.
Great. Who the fuck are you?
Vermilion's mom.
Ah, the bitch.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
That is certainly one form of introduction.
Yes, it was quite literally one person introducing you. Would you like to explain any more?
I am Selethra Barrymore. Welcome to this dingy little hole that these people call the stronghold of the Arbitrary. So sorry to have kept you waiting even. But it turns out you're something of an enigma. If you'd be so kind,
No, it's Malia, actually, but nice try.
I have some questions that I would very much like you to answer if you're so inclined.
Well, maybe, but I might need a little incentive, you know? Like maybe the release of my friends. For you to leave Vermilion alone, maybe.
Does the name Brittlewheat mean anything to you?
I don't know, does it?
Remember the gnome?
Talus and Nessie.
Correct. So Nessie's
Yeah.
father, Talos.
Dude, that was so
Oh, the
long
guy we
ago.
left
Give me a
alive.
break. Yeah.
Wait, the guy who Alaton took?
Uh-huh.
Bastard. He was meant to finish him off.
Are you gonna make your point, or do I have to play some childish guessing game?
Oh, so can you not answer the question?
I did say yes. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
good. Captain Brittlewheat has made some very interesting complaints about you and a handful of your friends.
Captain of what?
Captain of the Guard of Elderball.
Cool.
They are quite serious crimes, I'm led to believe.
I'm sitting up bolt right.
He's not the captain of the guard, he's the fucking harbour master.
She'll look over to the newly conscious Lilith,
Don't answer any more questions until your lawyer gets here.
back to Malia.
Again.
Captain Brittlewheat has claimed that you and your friends broke out of prison, killed several of his employees, and committed quite a large number of acts of vandalism, which, under the bylaws of that particular wretched city and under his, albeit corrupt, nonetheless entirely legal influence, again, are quite serious crimes.
I'm not saying another thing until my friends are out of their cells.
In my position within the Carillion, it is within my power to pardon any individual that I consider of value to the fight against the demonic threat in the north. I am not above offering this to you and your friends, should you be willing to answer a small number of questions, if you are so inclined.
I think Malia will step closer and just say, give it to me in writing. Kaori comes with us too.
Also, just make sure that like we definitely get out if we answer the questions, like whether you like the answer or not, because like you can't just be like, nah, I don't like that answer and then leave us here. You know? That's just chuck that in with your little contract.
Is that one Kaori?
Yeah.
The other talker.
Hi.
Hello.
And her monkey, Zephyr. Thank you.
I can't make any promises.
Well, I guess I might have a weird case of amnesia then.
About the pirate because I'm not responsible for her being here.
I know, it seems like you just talked about how high up and mighty you are. I'm sure you can make something work. I have a feeling that you really want these answers.
Yeah.
I can have a word with Benedict, but again, the bounty on that one, the Pirate Queen, Vasaka, is far outside of my jurisdiction.
Yeah, but you don't have to
Ah.
tell her that like I was in here. You know? You could I mean, how would she know?
I suggest you have a word to Benedict. You both sit down and write up some piece of paper that says you're going to excuse all of my friends and Kaori and the monkey, and then we can move forward. How does
We're
that
get
sound?
we're gonna forget I was ever here. Who am I?
Give me some time to work with the adjudicators here, and we'll get something in writing for you.
I will give you some time before I start finding ways to tear this place apart from the inside out.
You are going to be a pain, aren't you? And with
I
that,
did warn you.
and a flick of her wrist, your door slams itself back closed. And with that, we are going to have a short break. And by short break, I mean the exact
A
amount of
Kit Kat.
time that it takes for me to reset the overlay because someone else is knocking at the door.
Excellent.
So enjoy this
20's here.
BRB screen for a little while. Get yourself refreshed. Have a stretch. Call your loved ones and let them know they're real cool or whatever it is that you need to do. We shall return. Hey, we're back doing the thing.
There's a bee.
Look at us go.
Did you unmute yourself this time, Promethean?
It wasn't that I was muted, it's that my PC's been off since last I did the thing, and it didn't recognize my microphone. It's a whole separate issue, but thank you. Welcome. We're back.
With a vengeance.
Is it with a vengeance though, or is it just back?
Too fast, too furious.
Incredible. Ash, would you like to give us a quick recap of what's happened in the session thus far, please?
Is everything I say canon?
No,
Fuck.
that's not how this works.
There's a
Gosh,
cannon.
There's two cannons. They are pointing at each other, and we're gonna light them and see what happens.
Cool.
We are in a prison of some kind that I was not present for. Some kind of prison. Some people got food. Some people did not because they were dreadfully unconscious. We cannot escape the cells on account of a magical wall of force that is also possibly an anti-magic field. Just stopping the doors from opening like bastards. Malia's gonna do something silly, like talk to an authority figure without a lawyer present. That's bad. Don't do that, kids. If you're ever interrogated by a cop, just say, "What are you, a cop?" and just fucking walk away.
Good news is I'm getting a contract, so that's okay.
Well, at least you haven't signed yourself up for
And-
something else.
Also, Kaori's still alive and not a satyr.
Correct.
Also, her monkey has a gun.
Not sure. When
had-
was that?
True.
Has. The monkey has a gun.
Had
Has.
past tense. Very much
No,
past tense.
has.
Had
The
briefly.
monkey's gone from the
No,
armory.
no.
That's
Promethean
what
said at
monkey's
the
done.
start of this stream, and said it live on stream, I think. as
Welcome
well.
back to the Sword of the Skulls, everyone. We're gonna get into it. Hey, speaking of lawyers, what the fuck has Vermilion been up to?
Nothing. How much time has passed? How much of a how much do you want, bud?
Approximately at this stage,
3 minutes.
no, 3 hours. Since last we left Vermilion reconning
That's true.
as a squirrel at that time.
Yeah.
And they learned of the existence of Zephyr specifically within the stronghold of the Arbitrary, this particular chapter of the Carillion, which is currently hosting your mother and her bounty hunter friends, and their friends is probably
Why did you
a
have
bit
to say it
strong.
like that? It's
And
kind of
you
your
said
mother.
Krillin, the bald guy from Dragon Ball Z, is there?
Canonically, yes.
It's been nice having MSC back, I guess.
Having learned of the existence of Zephyr within the fortress, I think Vermilion would definitely use his wild shape to take on a form identical to Zephyr as a means to further infiltrate the fortress.
With or without the mohawk.
Probably without, but I reserve the right to instantly grow it at a time that is convenient to me.
Okay, good. Excellent. So as Zephyr then roaming around this stronghold.
Push pop hair.
Yeah, pretty much.
A lot
Like
of
a Play-Doh guy.
a lot of folk here have become familiar with Zephyr over the last 3 days. He's been making his way around the stronghold.
Making his way.
As you learned last session, some folk think he is the absolute duck's guts. Other folk thinks he's a little fucking annoying piece of shit.
That tracks.
They
Much like Vermilion.
can't wait for him to be gone.
Good. And as Zephyr, I would like to, I guess, conduct further reconnaissance and see if I can locate where my compatriots are being held, and also potentially infiltrate the armory to steal at least 2 guns.
Marvelous. Let's start with the recon. Roll me an investigation check, please.
Man, you're making me roll dice and shit. Where's my character sheet? There it is. I hate when you put me on the spot like this doing a thing that I'm definitely supposed to do in a game that definitely requires this particular thing. Investigation is an 18 on the dice, plus 2 is dirty 20, I guess.
Excellent. You are absolutely able to ascertain the room in which your friends are currently being held as honored guests. There are on the outside door of that room, there are two guards. One looks to be a half orc, one just a really fucking burly human dude that is taller than this half orc. They both kind of look down at you. What is your play with regard to these guards, and assumedly your intention to then enter the room, or are you simply establishing where it is that your friends are?
Oh, no, I'm simply establishing at this stage where they are, with the intent to get them out of there. But I would need a better idea of the layout of the fortress in order to establish an appropriate egress route.
Yeah. Okay.
It wouldn't make sense to just open the door and be like, "Let's go," with nowhere to go, because they'll just get captured again because they're idiots.
Excellent. I think with the
particularly the old man
with the dirty 20, I think you're fairly successfully able to wander around most of the areas of this stronghold. You figure out the location of where your friends are being held. You ascertain that there are 3 separate entrances. So the main entrance to the stronghold, which is very heavily fortified. It is a literal stronghold and is quite literally built as such. The side entrance to this place isn't quite as well built, but does also have guards on deck at the doors. There is also a rear entrance that is guarded in very much the same fashion as the side. So fewer number of guards, but both of those entrances lead into kind of like smaller, not passageways exactly, but almost like large alleys that kind of then lead into the interior of the stronghold. So it has kind of like an external set of walls around it. 3 stories. You are unable to get into the uppermost story of this place. And you get the impression with your little monkey smell that you don't want to. That seems like it might be a little bit dilapidated up on the top story and isn't really much in use.
Seems like it's not up to building code.
Yeah, exactly right. The second story is where all of the administrative functions of this particular chapter house seem to be performed, including offices and sleeping quarters for guests such as your mother, for example. And I will get you to roll a stealth check for me real quick, please.
Sure thing. Okay. 17 on the dice this time. What is my stealth currently? Is +3, so that's also a 20. Fuck you.
Excellent. I think there's a point where you kind of turn a corner where you're scoping this entire place out over this time, and immediately almost run into her, but are then successfully able to kind of spin on a dime and jump out the way and get out of there. The lower story houses not only where your friends are being held, but also kitchens, what look to be a general sleeping quarters for the residents of the stronghold, as well as absolutely an armory. It is fully locked down, and the guards that look after the armory have absolutely no interest in you whatsoever. They both just kind of stare down at you, and they don't even give a little smirk like that one large burly human guy did outside the other spot.
Do they have obvious keys, like on their belts or something like that?
They do. They each have a set of keys. It's not immediately apparent to you which of them, if either, are necessarily for that specific door.
Sure. Good to know. Would I recall if the other guards had similar rings of keys, the ones that are guarding the holding cells, for want of a better term, the guest quarters?
They did not.
Do they all have the same ring of keys?
Those 2 did not, no.
Okay, good to know. Useful. And from my observation of the layout of the fortress, the guest quarters, do they have an external wall? Like, is one part of those cells an external wall?
It's an external wall that backs onto the kind of alleyway wall section. So the external wall proper is secondary to it, but it almost immediately backs onto that. Yes.
Yeah, but like there's a were there any windows? I don't recall.
No.
There's a outside windows. Figured that makes sense. Okay. Cool. Good. In that case, I think I'm going to get up to some monkey business
Mm-hmm.
to cause non-lethal havoc to most of the populace, i.e., if I can access the food area, probably gonna put something in the food.
Something.
Yeah, something. I don't know what yet. I don't know what's in the kitchens.
How none of the rest of you say a single fucking thing. How immediately into your reconning is that going to occur?
Not very immediately, because it absolutely would not work. I wouldn't be like, I'm immediately going to do this. I need to know, like, I'm not a
okay.
fucking idiot. I need to know where the food goes first, and also where it is, and whether that's actually a worthwhile thing to do.
Fair.
So I would
Okay.
have scoped everything out first.
Excellent. What are you putting in the food?
Truly if I can find something that appears, or for all intents and purposes seems to be the most gut disturbing hot sauce I can find,
Mm-hmm.
that would definitely cause havoc with everyone. If I can find some of that.
Excellent. Love that for you. Thank you. Any other monkey business that you would like to undertake whilst you're roaming free?
Well, I mean, obviously, if that food goes to the guards at the armory, I would definitely try and steal one of their rings of keys while they were distracted.
Okay. Saz, can I have you roll a d4 for me, please?
Oh, okay. Hang on. A 3.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
This
Brilliant.
is going so well.
It really is. The
I don't like it when he laughs.
Stop
like
laughing
that.
and tell me what happens, you fuck.
You find a bottle of what looks to be some kind of stupidly hot sauce. You put it into what looks to be a large
It appears to say dust boom.
pot of stuff stewing away. Are you waiting in the kitchen for this to play out? How exactly
Yeah, but no, I'm not gonna. No, imagine a monkey staying at the scene of the crime. Maniac.
Okay, great. In which case, I guess you don't find out how that plays out. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's the next move?
Well, I guess in between dumping the hot sauce
Help!
in, what are my observations of the comings, haha, and goings around this place? Like, have probably a reasonable idea where my mother is stored.
Mhm.
What?
Yes, correct. So on the second floor, you will have ascertained she has been set up with like a very well appointed, not so much office, it's more like a lounge, like with a very large fireplace. Her two proteges remain in that room. She has kind of gone back and forth a little bit, and a short time after, you've attempted to corrupt the food being prepared for this place. You will at some point recognize the click-clacking of her heels on cobblestone as she makes her way out of that room downstairs and towards, specifically, the room in which your friends are being held.
Okay. Is it possible to follow her, but without being noticed, i.e., like on the ceiling or something?
You could trail along beside her, absolutely.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, it would be following. Would you, the
Why
monk?
can't he be on the ceiling?
I also assume that my mother is aware that there's a monkey running around this place.
Correct. She is. So,
Yeah.
one, you're not fucking Spider-Man. You're a monkey. So,
Well, I don't know how this place is lit. If they have sconces hanging from the
You could
ceiling, but I could jump from one to the
you
other
could
like an idiot.
absolutely jump from sconce to sconce
Yeah.
behind your mother if you so wish. And you'll see her head into the room in which your friends are being held.
Cool. That's bypassing the guards, right?
Yes, the half orc and the large burly man.
Yeah. Um, eh, hmm. Hmm. I wonder if I can sneak in around the door. Like, I assume to walk in and close the door. I wonder if I could sneak in.
I think roll me a dex check, I guess.
Okay. Okay, that's only a 13 on the dice that time. What do I have for dex? +3, so that's 16.
Okay. With a 16, I think you're able to dash in behind her close enough that you're able to get into that room before the guards kind of close it. They are very used to Zephyr kind of roaming around the place at this point. Fortunately for you, one of them really, really likes Zephyr. And rather than kind of like booting him out of the way, make sure that his half-orc friend doesn't close the door on his tail.
That's nice of them. And then I would like to, once inside, I don't think I've been in here before, so I don't know what's in here, but if there's some piece of furniture that I can hide near or behind or under or something
Yep.
to observe the goings on without in turn being observed, I would like to do that and see what happens.
Of course. So there are 3 large round tables in this room, set back a ways from where the cells are, kind of down as you're entering the room. They will be on the left, kind of towards the back wall. The rest of the room opens up before you. There are 3 large wooden tables with chairs kind of around them. This looks very much like a place where some of the folk within the stronghold might just kind of hang out and socialize. For example, there's a couple of packs of cards on one of the table. You could absolutely hide behind the table. There are 6 guards within this room, 2 stationed at each of the doors. There's another door directly opposite you, which you will know heads out towards a long corridor that ultimately feeds out into a courtyard if you follow it completely, or via a couple of other corridors out towards the armory and some kind of assorted rooms of various functions, storerooms, and a large library that you came across and didn't look into too much.
What? Say that again.
A library is on this
library.
level as well.
Uh-huh.
A library.
It's okay, I can't read. Anyway, I'm a monkey. So the guards inside are just being guards, or are they like hanging out at the tables and being social?
The guards inside are absolutely being guards. There's no one currently socializing at the tables.
Okay. Dang. If there had been, I was going to go and pretend to just sit down and start playing cards and hope no one noticed.
Fucking excellent. You can do that, or you can hide behind the table. It's your
I think
call.
I'll hide behind the table.
Okay, excellent. In which case, you will hear this conversation play out between your mother and Malia, where your mother essentially asks Malia to have a conversation and answer a few questions. Malia is real sassy with her responses, to which your mother offers essentially amnesty from crimes of which she and her friends have been accused regarding Talos Brittlewheat, who you may remember was the captain of the guard and harbour master back in a city that you began the campaign at,
I remember that now.
where some folk broke out of prison, killed a bunch of folk, and did a whole bunch of damage to things.
That wasn't us.
I'll get you to roll an insight check
Yeah,
for me.
ask our lawyer.
Insight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Great. So 16 plus. Fuck is my insight? Ooh, +5, 21.
Okay. It is immediately apparent to you that she really does not like Talos Brittlewheat.
My mother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good to know.
Malia demands to have this agreement written up in paper.
Mhm.
Kaori attaches herself to
Yeah.
the group. At which point you learn that she has been brought in for a bounty on her head from the Pirate Queen, as she's referred to. And that
Yes,
has
Queen.
nothing really to do with your mother, but rather Benedict and Grum individually.
Ugh.
You would have also heard Lilith tell Malia to not answer any questions till her lawyer was present.
Correct.
The other thing is that you will have likely heard that Malia was real sassy, particularly. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that Vermilion was cool in some way, shape, or form,
Mhm.
or insinuated that he was cool. That she's a bitch.
Mhm.
That part definitely came up.
I feel like
When-
well, that was the insight roll. Is that yeah.
When this, yeah, go.
Can I get like, is it? What's the cell layout? Are they everyone being held together, or are they separate again?
No, so from your position looking towards the cells, on the leftmost cell, you'll see Lilith.
Mhm.
Beside her, Salazlo and Tiny Wing in a cell. The physical lock of which has decayed and crumbled away to dust. It is just a gaping hole currently on that door, yet it seems to remain in place. Beside them is where Malia is held. Beside Malia is where Kaori is held. The cell,
Okay, so there's 4 cells.
there's an additional cell on the other side of Kaori, currently empty.
Huh, wonder who that was for. Anyway. Cool. Uh-huh.
Excellent. Your mother, Selethra, backs away from this conversation with Malia after...
When her back's turned,
No. Good.
that's all.
And opens the door of Salazlo and Tiny Wing's cell. There's no reason for the two of you to be retained here. You're free to roam the stronghold as you wish. I merely ask that you keep your visits here infrequent until my conversation with your friend there is completed. In the meantime, kitchens are out that door. She'll point to the door from which she entered. Down the hallway and to the left if you'd like something additional. Just ask any of the stronghold guards and they'll set you up with some more comfortable furnishings until our business here is finished. You, however, and she'll point to you, Salazlo, if you have the time,
Die.
I have something of yours that I would very much like to return and discuss, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah. Okay, sure. That seems fine with me.
Is it his hot snake wife?
Yes.
Get in here, you motherfucking thing! No, no. Unfortunately not.
Do you have a library?
I have there's a library here, yes.
Is it decent or is it?
It's
Mostly pornography.
adequate.
Smut.
I might have a look. Where could I find it?
She will look over to one of the guards opposite the entrance that she came through and kind of indicate to escort Tiny Wing to the library. She does.
Are
taking
you okay in your own cell? Can I go to the library?
Yeah, no, I'll be fine. Are you going to be okay? I mean, we don't need to worry about the others. I mean, they're they're not going anywhere.
To be fair, I'm the only one of us that was alive when we got here, so
I mean, this is also true, but no, I mean, I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll just go and have a nice little talk with Vermilion's mother. I'm sure that she's not going to be totally concerned about what I think she might be concerned about or wanting me to talk about, and it'll be fine.
uh-huh.
It'll be fine. You go do your library thing.
Don't talk
And
too much.
sometimes I've been told that a few times now,
Yeah,
but
no,
it'll be
really,
fine.
don't talk too much.
Right,
Just
okay. I
listening
should stop.
ears.
I stop talking now.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay,
Okay.
okay.
I'm gonna go to the library now.
All right, you have fun in the library. I'm gonna go and talk to Vermilion's mother about stuff.
Okay.
Excellent. The guard, Tiny Wing, approaches, bows to you.
Why does everyone keep bowing? I'm sorry, but why?
I'm very sorry.
Oh.
I don't mean to offend. It just felt like the
It's
right
not
thing to
offen-
do.
It's not offensive. I just don't understand. Why?
I've never bowed before in my life. I'm so sorry.
Why I did it so poorly.
You just felt compelled to.
Yep.
Right. All right, moving on.
Yeah. Come with me to the library.
Yep.
Good. And he will take you to that very place.
I'll send you some messages about what she's after.
Great. Salazlo, Vermilion's mother, stands there while you're having this conversation, just kind of impatiently tapping her foot, not too aggressively.
Oh, right, you're sorry. Yep, sure. You're wanting to talk here, or are you wanting to go somewhere else and talk, or?
Not here, please. If you would be so kind, follow me to what passes for my quarters in this place. And
All right.
she will, without waiting for you at all, head out the same door that she entered via, expecting you to follow her. And if you don't, then she'll wait kind of just outside that door until you catch her.
Yeah, he'll totally follow.
Excellent. It will only take about 10 minutes or so. In the meantime, those of you currently in this room, is there anything that you would like to say, do? Does anyone want to bitch at the two that just freely left the room?
Kaori's still eating,
Mm-hmm.
for obvious reasons, because I'm really hungry. But and this pizza's really good, and it smells really good too, by the way. But she'll be
Pizza
like,
in prison?
yeah, I know, right?
Prison pizza.
It's great food that's been prepared before.
But
Whoa.
with a mouth full of food again, she'll be like, so they are gonna come back, right? Or like, do we start burning the place down now?
I think, listen, I can't predict those two. They have free will, apparently, which is more than what I can say for us.
The 5 guards in this room all fucking turn and look at Kaori and just are like,
Well, I'm joking, obviously. I'm not gonna burn it down.
Unless
Please, you
she's
guys.
not, and then we'll burn it down. But you better hope your bitch queen or ruler or whatever she is comes back with a really solid contract that covers all of us, including her son.
Yeah, exactly what she said.
with one
I
guard.
already threatened this. I don't know why you're surprised.
One guard in the very back corner of the room. She doesn't even go here.
That's cute. That's real cute. What's your name?
Jimothy.
Great, Jimothy.
That was a dumb name,
And I'm
Timothy.
going to
The
pretend
stupidest name I've ever heard.
I'm going to turn half away and pretend to write his name down in a book that doesn't exist.
Okay.
Oh, Jimothy, you've done it now. She's gonna
Yeah.
get you.
Huh?
Zephyr said, yep.
My shift is over in like 20 minutes, you guys.
Oh, and you don't work here more than once ever?
I'm gonna go home. Unless you're all real stupid.
Oh no, I've written you down. I'll
I'm-
remember you.
I'm sure that you'll be out of here by tonight. I'll come in the morning, nice and peacefully rested after having received love and affection from my family at home, and it'll be just another day. I'll go back.
Yeah.
I'll go back to
Wow.
guarding. I'll go
Leah,
back to
He
guarding.
has a family.
Yeah, Jimothy's got a family, guys. We can burn them down.
Family.
Also, I don't know if you remember, but there was a whole conversation about me being a bounty hunter. So I'm real good at finding people, Jimothy. And I've written your name down, so I will remember you.
Are you threatening me right now? Why would you do that?
Oh no, I'm just pointing out facts, darling.
She's also probably a little bit hungry because she didn't eat dinner. But
While they're all distracted, Vermilion as Zephyr is going to sit at one of the tables and just start playing cards.
would I also know that that's not actually Zephyr?
It's a great
Would I be able
question.
to clock that at all?
Don't say it out loud.
I think.
Oh no, obviously.
Hey, that's not Zephyr.
hey, fake Zephyr, what's up?
Spotting Zephyr climb up to the table. I feel like Zephyr will have been at enough poker games that they probably, at the very least, can imitate a poker game perfectly well.
And also Vermilion definitely can.
So I don't think like Zephyr playing with cards is out of the ordinary. Yes.
Wait, do they not? Is there not a green mohawk?
No,
Not at this stage.
not at this
Oh.
time.
Okay, okay.
Correct. However, if Kaori, on noticing Zephyr, would like to interact in any other way, you're more than welcome to. And this wouldn't be unfamiliar. They have absolutely, the guards in the room have absolutely kind of let Zephyr in to hang with you. He just gets a little bit angsty and kind of super fucking hyper being in there for too long. And so it's just easier for everyone involved to just let him roam around.
I'd probably just hold out like a little bit of food, like on offer, like as a afterthought, like
Dead monkey.
dead monkey. Why?
Monkey's not allowed to be dead. It's fine.
Wall of force.
So
Yeah,
fine.
but
Wait.
it's Vermilion.
Wait, so can Zephyr get in and out of the cage? Can I throw
He's-
food past the cage?
No, you can't. So nothing can pass through this wall of force that is between the bars of this cage, which you're well familiar with. But the guards have so far been perfectly happy to let him in and out at your request or his.
I take back my handing out of food.
Go on.
No, you go.
I was going to say, hopping around, monkey style, upper monkey style.
Good.
I assume the cards that they play with are functionally the same as a normal deck of cards.
Sure.
The outside of the game would be useful. In which case, I would like to take one of the cards specifically from the deck, and just hold on to it, and I kind of like hop down, and again, upper monkey style, hop around to the cells and like look at Kaori, but like I will eventually hop around to where, passing everyone where Malia is, and just like kind of stand there and look at her and be like, oh.
What is your monkey doing?
And then I will take the card, and you know that thing where you lick the back of it and stick it to your forehead when you're playing that game? You know the one? So it sticks to your forehead, and you'll see it is in fact the Joker card.
What's my intelligence? Is this your monkey telling a joke? Does he usually do this?
Clearly, there's something he really wants to tell you.
What do you want?
And point to myself and point at the card.
Okay, you got a card on your head. Cool.
Is he looking
Zephyr?
increasingly frustrated?
Okay, are you trying to play a game? Are we trying to do like charades or something?
Which cell are you in, Lilith, in relation to Malia?
2 to the left.
Of you.
I'm sorry, my intelligence is quite low.
That's okay.
So
It's
it
fine. This
goes-
is funny.
goes Lilith,
Oh.
then Sal, then Malia, then
Yeah, okay.
Kaori, then an empty one.
Yeah. So I hop. So you said I hop down to where I hop over to where Lilith's cell is, and then I'd look and be like, just shake my head.
I'm gonna lean down real conspiratorially.
Zeph Vermilion?
I'm gonna ask, in
Yeah.
what way in any universe is there any indication to Lilith that that monkey is Vermilion right now?
Because the monkey is doing unmonkey things, and I have been around Vermilion in wild shape many a time.
Mm-hmm. With a mohawk in every instance, and it's a monkey that you're unfamiliar with the behavior of. You'll
Okay,
need
can I roll?
you'll need to pitch something rational that makes it make sense.
Monkeys don't do. We hung around with Zephyr, but okay. What color are these monkeys' eyes?
Brown monkey eyes, I would assume.
I'm asking them.
Correct, they are
NPC.
brown
They're
monkey eyes.
Zephyr's color eyes. Yeah.
Okay, scratch that then.
What are you trying to tell us?
Hey, what's the floor made of?
Uh, in in this room, it's like very straight cut, kind of beautifully marbled, what looks like slate, but clearly is not. It's something far more dense than slate. It's almost like
Is it
as though
dirty?
slate was superheated by like dragon's breath or something, and it's been just smoothed out incredibly
Okay,
well.
is it dirty? Have any of the people walking back and forward left muddy footprints or something?
No, not in this room anyway. There's
Okay.
little
A
swirls
monkey
of
wearing a card on your head. If you're trying to tell me something, can you tell it in a different way, monkey? Because it feels like you have an intelligence there. But I don't speak monkey. If only Vermilion were here. Vermilion can speak to you. You remember Vermilion, right? Vermilion can speak to all manner of creatures. Yes, Vermilion. He's the green.
and at that point at that point you can roll an intelligence check, please, Lilith.
Sure, with disadvantage.
At
still?
disadvantage,
I
yes.
swear I will shit every.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's like 15.
Okay.
It was like a 14 plus 1 at disadvantage. The other was an 18, which was probably better than any other intelligence roll I've ever fucking made in D&D.
A creeping suspicion comes over you that this could potentially be Vermilion, or alternatively that Zephyr is aware of something important about Vermilion. But at that point,
Look at this monkey.
we're going to cut over to Salazar, who has been escorted to the office/sleeping quarters of Selethra, Vermilion's mother.
Whoa.
It is.
How you doing?
He's gonna fuck your mum.
It is.
Dad?
Papa?
As night has fallen, it is dimly lit with a crackling fire on one side of the room. A large and comfortable double four-posted bed sits against one wall. She moves instead to a incredibly large wooden desk against the wall opposite of the fireplace. And from it, pulls out from underneath a large chest, and seemingly does so with incredible ease for what looks to be a particularly large storage unit. She flips a couple of locks, turns a couple of combinations on the side, and opens this thing and pulls from it your sword.
Sal would have a very brief, both of potential disappointment, but also relief.
taking it in her hand, she kind of smacks it into the flagstones in this room, nowhere near as smooth as down in your holding area. This thing won't shut the fuck up. I'd very much like you to take it out of proximity of myself, but I need to know that you can be trusted to do so without doing something unintelligent.
Well, I mean, I've never been called unintelligent before in my life. I mean, a decided lack of common sense, maybe, but I mean, as for the like it not shutting up, you're right. This individual that's now inhabiting it is even more talkative than I am. But I mean, I can just take my sword and I can just remove myself.
Yolnir pipes up. Well, I would like to point out that I've been bound underground with thousands of dead face spirits for truly thousands of years. Surely that gives me license to... No?
No, well, no, I mean, not really. Really, it's all about like picking the right time to speak up, and now's maybe not the right time.
Selethkra, still holding very firmly the handle of this sword and giving no indication that she's actually prepared to hand it over to you. That's the other thing I'd like to discuss. Firstly, quite a feat. The blade tells me my son was involved in liberating this spirit.
Look, I mean, that's certainly one way of putting it. Sure. I mean, unless you think that's a bad thing, in which case, no, he had absolutely nothing to do with it.
Weakening an eons-long enchantment, keeping a dark and terrible evil imprisoned for all of time.
We all make mistakes.
Indeed. And furthermore, Yolnir here tells me that your friends managed to bind that spirit into this blade.
I mean, yes, it was kind of like, it was a little bit sort of impromptu. But it seemed like we needed to do something, and I mean, the sword seemed to be the right thing. I mean, is this a problem? I mean, I mean, it kind of is a problem for me anyway. Sorry, you keep going with what you're saying.
The problem is there's a reason it was locked away in the trunk. Yeah, because she's not a very kind person. She grimaces. The sword attempted very diligently to make its way back to you. And I suspect that there's a reason for that. And she removes her hand from the hilt of this sword, and sure enough, it absolutely flips its way up and finds its way directly back into your hand.
And you just sort of almost catch it, almost somewhat nonchalantly, and be like, right, oh, okay. Like, is there something... I feel like you've got some concerns with me having this and the inherent nature of the ultimate evil that you're talking about, or something like that. I mean, like, to be fair, like, I'm well aware that there's some connection between this and this Yolnir individual and the Wild Hunt. And I've been trying to kind of work out what I was going to do with it, whilst I've been kind of almost incidentally traveling along with these other curious band of individuals. But I mean, what do you know about this thing?
Oh.
You're obviously concerned.
And there it is. The sword itself is quite obviously an artifact of great power in its own right, and I wonder how it came into your possession.
I mean, it was kind of, I don't know, luck, skill. I can do kind of things which aren't like spells, but are kind of like spells, but aren't really like spells. that probably is not a great way of. Look, ultimately, what I know is that there's things that I can do which basically call upon the immense powers of my truly enormous brain that are kind of like magical type stuff that I'm still trying to figure out, and I've been given some like names for people to try and find and talk to in strange groups, and then there's all these hunts, and there's just a lot going on for this little hobgoblin.
Not a particularly articulate little hobgoblin, are you? Nonetheless, you, as you rightly say, appear to be in considerable danger and aware of it. And yet, here you remain, not hiding in the deepest, darkest hole that you can possibly find.
Well, I mean, hiding in a deep hole really doesn't seem like sort of the smartest thing to do. I was more going to sort of travel along with this little bunch until it made sense to not to. Although, I mean, to be kind of frank about it, I mean, to be fair, there's some in our little group which I really don't give a shit about, and there's others who I do care about. And that's kind of been on my mind a little bit with some of this as well, in regards to how I want to kind of handle this. But maybe I'm also just kind of like ignorant of the true level of danger that I'm in, and maybe that's something that you can like shed a little bit of light on. I mean, it's a wild hunt. I mean, sure, it's a bunch of people running around on horses or something, right?
And at that point, I'll get you to roll a wisdom save for me, please.
Wisdom
Salazar.
with disadvantage because I'm still.
Absolutely at disadvantage.
I love to roll my dice. That is, I rolled a number and it was really low. And it's gonna get even lower. Okay, that's a 3.
Excellent. So, first, what you will hear at this point is the blowing of a horn. Deep, resounding, and the sound of this horn rattles your bones. There's no indication on Selethgra's face that she's hearing this, but it chills you to your toes. Around the edges of this sound, you think but can't quite get a full sense of it, but you're fairly certain you hear the baying of hounds at the edges. And briefly, your mind goes back to that day that you awoke to see all of your colleagues gored, murdered, torn apart. You found your friend, and for the shortest moment there's a glimmer of familiarity, and you know that you have heard that sound before. You didn't recognize it, weren't woken from it, and for some strange reason were protected from the effects of it the first time around. But you know that you've heard this before.
Don't suppose you heard that noise by some chance? The lady, maybe?
Ah. In which case it's too late. The Lord of the Hunt will come for you, and will tear anything apart that stands between you and them. He cannot be killed. He cannot be stopped. He will find his quarry. There is perhaps if you will help me convince your friends to simply sit down and have a discussion, and perhaps I can help you, at the very least, buy you some time.
I think think that sounds fair. I mean, how much time do I have before this thing's going to turn up?
How many times have you heard the horn?
This'll just once.
He'll arrive within the month.
Right, that's not very long, is it? Okay, look, I'm more than happy to try and have a word with those I'm traveling with. There are some that might listen and there are some that might not, but I'm happy to do what I can. Alternatively, I mean, I'm also just happy to. Oh, that doesn't really help you. I mean, I'm happy to just, if you give me a horse, to just fucking take off in a random direction as well, but feel like you're still wanting me to help you in some capacity.
A horse can be arranged. But if you can assist me with Miss Redwood, perhaps convince her to open up a little about some matters which have come to my attention.
Yeah, look, I mean, I can try, but I mean, to be honest, she's not really the most open of people that I've ever met. But I mean, again, I'm happy to try and have a conversation with her. But maybe on top of all of this, since this is turning into a little bit of a negotiation, maybe there's also something that you can do for me beyond also helping save my neck from this fucked up hunt stuff.
And what might that be?
So there's one that's traveling with this bunch, the little fairy Tiny Wing. I haven't really known her that long, but she's the closest thing that I've got to a friend out in this world ever since I left the Feyblog. She's got a whole bunch of stuff going on in her world as well. And ultimately, I want the best for her. If there's any kind of assistance that you can help in her learning the stuff that she needs to fare well in this world, if there's anything you can do to help keep her safe, I mean, I'm happy to throw even more into this bargain if you would like.
In my experience, education and safety rarely make good bedfellows. But you convince your friend to sit down with me for 5 minutes. I will put my resources to work on keeping the fairy as safe as I can. No promises.
That would be greatly appreciated. I'll see what I can do about Miss Redwood. Oh, also one last thing. Vermilion. He's a strange individual, but he means well. I think there's good heart in amongst all of that green mohawk.
I'm sure. If only that was useful to me.
Well, family doesn't have to be useful. Family just really needs to be loved. Anyway, look, that's all I'm going to say because obviously there's some kind of weird like parental child thing going on here. I'll go have a chat with Miss Redwood and I'll come back when I've got some kind of positive outcome.
Appreciated.
Right, Your Supreme Highness, Miss. I don't know.
Solanthra will be
Solanthra,
adequate.
sure. Okay, Solanthra, thank you. All right, I'll be back in a minute, or maybe longer. and he'll bug out.
Excellent. Tiny Wing, you, having been escorted to the library, there is a small collection of books that on the subject matters you have requested of the guard on the way, that happen to be the special interest of this guard. He gets real excited and starts showing you through some of his favorite volumes in this small collection.
He's real useful, this one. Can I keep him?
You asking that out loud?
No, this is above table.
Excellent. Look, hey, make a decent enough case. We'll see. Maybe you can get a new friend. Excellent. And so you will learn some sort of fair basics around a few things. We'll have a chat later about any specific questions that you kind of want to go over, and the details. But feel free to raise them as we run through the session if they become relevant. And if they have come up, I'll let you know. It's certainly not the largest library. It is far better kept than the one with which you first became familiar, which, in some cases, volumes were rotting away, quite literally. The shelves in all manner of disarray. This is an incredibly well-kept, if small, library. And a kind of hunched over, Weasley-looking man makes his way around the shelves that you consider to be the librarian, as this guard is like fangirling at you about these volumes that they're showing you. The librarian is very much taking books that aren't being actively read and replacing them where they belong, but otherwise isn't really interfering with what you're up to. And back into the holding area. So Lilith, you get the sense that something is up with Zephyr. Kaori, at this point, I'll have you make let's say a perception check for me, please.
It's gonna be fine and cool. If only Promethean had some sort of channel point system that could redeem inspiration or guidance or advantage.
I got a 7. So we're just gonna say Kaori probably needs some glasses.
You are enjoying that food so much.
Or that. She's just
Such good prison pizza.
yeah, whoa.
The best. Lilith, you are
Domino's who?
They actually don't know where you got that pizza from.
Lilith,
IGA.
you're convinced that something is up with Zephyr at this point.
Okay.
Also, answer me,
Yes.
you fuck, Promethean.
Oh, wow. Rude.
It's important. Go on.
So I'm just whispering to Zephyr.
Yes.
Thank you. Cool.
I'm just whispering to the monkey.
Listen, I don't know what's going on. I woke up like 10 minutes ago. This has been very confusing for me. We are somewhere. Vermilion's mother is here. We cannot get out of these cells. Apparently, there's just...
I like slap the area between the bars, assuming that my hand just bounces back.
Yeah. It's a intense, like, tingling when you do so.
That feels awful. That's just fucking terrible. We need to get out of here. Don't know how it's going to happen. Large bounty on our heads. That fucker back in Eldebor. The gnome bastard. Anatar was supposed to take care of him. Oh wait, Zephyr wasn't there. Zephyr wasn't there for that.
No,
Whatever.
Zephyr wasn't.
Lilith does this all the time though. She just run on sentences.
Anyway, we need to get out of here. There are 5 guards in this room. I don't have access to any of my magics, I don't think. The others made it seem like there's no magic allowed in here.
Can I just try like Druidcraft or something? Is
Uh,
anything?
You can. What are you going to attempt to do with your Druidcraft?
Grow flowers on my horns.
Easy.
It works?
It absolutely works.
Okay, but I'm also just gonna, just for the sake of myself, use prestidigitation and clean off all the blood and dirt and shit. Does that work?
Both the cantrips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it would appear that low-level magic will work. Like just whatever everyone could do. Anyway, can you go and get a gun? Or like 17 guns? Like, can you make your arms really long and just carry a bunch of guns back here?
Timothy pipes up. Are you actually trying to plan an escape with the monkey now?
I was whispering to the monkey.
Okay, good. He will have come over, having watched you whisper to the monkey. He'll head over in your
Fuck off,
direction.
Timothy! We know that you have a family!
What are you doing?
I'm talking to a monkey. No one else here to talk to doesn't have a stupid name.
There's literally like 5 of us out here, and all your mates in
Yeah, and you all
their
look
cells.
stupid.
That's not very kind.
I don't care.
Little
I'm
raspberry
stuck in a cell
Jimothy.
for no reason. I've been essentially kidnapped.
I'm sorry, I was waiting for something that sounded like I should care about that.
Fuck off, Jimothy. I
ca-
will find
I
out where you live.
Can't. This is my job. I'm here to make
Literally
sure.
walk back to where you were.
Nah.
Stop being a smarmy little ass biscuit.
No, I'm just gonna stay here now.
Vermilion? Sorry, no. Zephyr, can you bite this creature on its balls? That was an Ash mistake, not a Lilith mistake. That was genuinely.
I do try and scurry up Jimothy's leg.
Excellent. He won't stop you. Again, most of the guards here are familiar with Zephyr and have been for days now. What specifically? What kind of scurrying are we doing? Where are you landing?
What is Jimothy?
Jimothy
Pathetic
is
is what Jimothy is.
Jimothy is incredibly tall.
Jimothy's a family man.
That's right, an incredibly tall dwarf,
Tall dwarf,
and
okay.
an established family man.
Yeah, nice. I guess I'm just gonna
His
scurry
family
up.
is just a bunch of beanie kids.
I'm just gonna scurry up onto his shoulder
Mhm.
and act like you know the thing that monkeys do where they pick bugs out of each other?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that to his hair a little bit. Just to lull him into a sense of like, oh, this is a monkey thing, and then I'm gonna smack him on the back of the head one time. But like in a way that he can't get mad because it's a cute monkey thing.
Look, it's.
I mean, he can get mad, but
he,
in a way that if he does anything, the other guards will get mad at him for being cruel to the monkey.
he's not going to be cruel to the monkey. He will reach around and attempt to grab the monkey. Are you going to actively try not to be held by this guard at this time?
Yes.
Okay, roll for me,
Try and
please.
Scurry away.
Roll for me a dex check.
Can I give him advantage by helping by simply yelling that this man is trying to hurt a poor innocent monkey?
You can.
Is it a straight check or a saving throw?
Do it as a check.
Okay, well in that case it's 19.
Okay. You very easily scamper out of the grasp of this guard, who just like shakes his shoulders off. To Kaori, he'll kind of turn. We've talked about this. If he can't behave himself, he's gonna have to come back in there with you.
Maybe he wouldn't try misbehaving if you weren't trying to hurt him. Have you considered that, Jimothy?
No
Good
one's
point.
trying to hurt the monkey.
You were clearly trying to hurt the monkey.
No,
Why are you trying to hurt my monkey?
again, no one's hurting the monkey.
Jimothy, you have a family. You should know. Like, that monkey is my family. Like, you should
Yeah,
understand.
Jimothy, you're a family man.
Well,
What the fuck, Jimothy?
Is
again,
what I would say if I wasn't making monkey noises.
all right.
Say it in monkey.
Do any of the other
Timothy,
guards sound like they're
put-
believing this?
The monkey down.
The monkey is not in Jimothy's grasp. It has escaped it and is now far away from Jimothy.
Out of your mind, I meant.
He'll indicate to one of the other guards who approaches, Jimothy will point to Kaori's cage. The other guard will open the door. All right, get in there with your family then, little guy. Call it in.
I mean, he's not going to be very happy if he comes in here just.
We're not having this conversation again. He's a nuisance. He stays in there with you. He behaves himself. He's free to roam. It's
He's not a
real
nuisance
simple.
to everyone, though, is he?
This sounds like a personal attack, Jimothy, and I feel like in
Yeah.
your line of work, you're not supposed to be biased.
I feel like you've
Very
done
much
something.
sounds like Timothy
to
is the
pi-
problem.
Yeah, absolutely, Timothy. Like, if you didn't do something to piss him off, then
Sorry,
maybe
let me
you're
just
a
add
nuisance.
this to my notes. And I'm just going to pretend to add it to my non-existent notes.
Are you really gonna make us all chase the monkey again? Because it's not fun.
You can try. Go for it. It's quite entertaining, actually.
Fine.
Hey, Lord Daddy, question.
Yo,
I'd be
These
happy just
cages
to
that we're-
leave.
These cages that we're in, is it like floor to ceiling bars, or is there like a roof that is also bars?
it is floor to ceiling bars.
Okay.
Okay, roll another dex check, please. Zephyr Million.
Okay, 24. Fuck you.
Ooh, okay. What was on the die?
19.
Excellent. One of the guards, specifically, you absolutely deftly make your way in, out, through the arms, feet, hands, and in one case, weird and awkward, like, head and shoulder grab attempt as you kind of scamper up over this guy's chest of all the guards bar one, who clasps you very gently in their arms, and attempting to wriggle free, you cannot, and you are thrown into Kaori's cell. The door is closed behind you.
I can't believe you would hurt that monkey like that.
Monkey's
Throwing a
fine.
monkey?
I
Why would you?
I act as though I've been grievously injured.
The guards return to their respective stations at this time.
Are you serious? You can't injure my monkey and then just fucking walk away.
Monkey's fine.
Also,
Does he
how
look-
long does it take to write a fucking contract in this goddamn place?
Excellent. Salazlo, at this stage, escorted by one of the residents of this place, you will have had time to return to this room.
Just walk in, everyone's shouting that this guy's abused a
Yeah,
monkey.
yeah.
Fuck you, Jimothy.
Right, I seem to have walked into the middle of something going on here.
Having miraculously recovered from being thrown into the cell from my grievous injuries. Seeing Sal walk in, I think Zephyr, for want of a better expression, would go over to the front of the cell and like start jumping up and down, like trying to attract his attention.
Cool. I mean, Sel kind of glance over and go, "Oh, right, monkey's back."
Yeah,
Okay.
without a gun this time.
Right. Yeah. Right. I'm sorry. I need to talk to Malia. You're flapping.
Salazar, talk to the monkey. Go talk to the monkey.
Oh my
Talk
god, someone
to
make the monkey stop.
the monkey.
Salazar,
Kaori, Kaori,
have that-
like, what's going on with your monkey? What's Zephyr?
He wants to talk to you. You gotta talk to him.
Okay, all right, and I'll walk over to the cell that they're in, and I'll crouch down and be like, hello, Zephyr.
And Zephyr would be like, and look like directly at Sal with his adorable, cute monkey eyes, and reaching into his pirate shirt that he definitely wears. He would carefully remove something that he stole from the kitchen earlier and seems to have miraculously survived the scuffle with the guards, and just hold out like a single egg to him.
Yeah, do it. I'm leaving this in your hands entirely.
Hey Ori, why is Zephyr offering me an egg?
I don't know, because like he doesn't usually. I mean, the only time I've seen him with an egg is when he's like throwing it at someone, and he's not throwing it at you.
He's not. Right.
Well, no, I
Okay.
think you'd know if he was, because it would.
I would fly through
Yeah.
the air and it would probably hit me in the
you
face and I
break
I
would
point to
and
my
break.
I point to
explode.
myself, then I point to the egg, then I point to Sal, then I point back to myself.
Perhaps he would like to make you a delicious breakfast, Salazar.
You can roll an intelligence check, Sal. I think.
Why the fuck would Zephyr make Sal
I
breakfast?
think,
Also, where did he get the egg?
without disadvantage in this instance, because I think the Vermilion's fucking existence plans that out
Yeah,
for Sal
yeah.
specifically.
Look, I think it's then very appropriate that I got a 24.
Excellent. Brilliant.
Right. Okay.
I wink at him.
Peace.
That's great. Look, maybe hold on to your egg for the moment, Zephyr. But maybe we can organize a nice breakfast later on when you're free from this little cell, when these people let you out.
I hold the egg
Right.
behind myself and mime laying another egg.
Right. Okay. Excellent. Monkey
I don't know,
stuff.
because he doesn't lay eggs.
Right. No, it's okay. I think I understand what he's trying to say.
I fucking
Okay.
hate this place.
Kaori,
Yeah, look.
can you roll me a d10, please?
Oh, that's a 20. Dickhead. I just roll in my dice.
I just rolled the first dice I saw.
Yeah, I did. Hang on, hold up. Give me 2 seconds to find the 10. Is it this one? It's not this one, is it?
Great question. Roll
Is
that.
it?
That's fine. Roll that one.
It's the
Yeah,
one
this
with
one?
10
Just
sides.
see what happens.
NPC, I can't count.
Okay.
That was
Does it have
a
a 0 on it?
7. It does have a 0 on it.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on each side.
As you were.
Okay.
Anyway,
Right.
7.
Look, but for the moment, Malia, I need to have a conversation with you, please.
Well, it doesn't look like I'm going anywhere, so.
No, well, look, I mean, we'll be able to sort of resolve that in some capacity. So, and I'll walk over to the cell, and I'm not trying to be super mega quiet, but Cell will be speaking in a lowered voice.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I've got myself in a spot of grief.
Unsurprising.
Right, I know. This will probably result in me having to look, I've made a small.
Oh my God, you're not like gonna confess that you're in love with me or something,
Oh
right?
God, no, Jesus. I mean,
Oh,
I
thank
don't even
God.
know what a Jesus is, but it seems like the right thing to say. God, I'd rather chew my own leg off than confess my love to
Absolutely
you.
same. I
Oh,
would
God.
I would rather absolutely cut both my arms off.
I cannot think of a worse situation than this, but however, I might have potentially made a small deal with Vermilion's mother that she is
Without a lawyer
just
present?
look, excuse
I
me.
was there. You all
Look.
notice the sword
You'll-
in Salazar's
you'll hear-
possession.
Just maybe for once, just shut the fuck up, please. You'll get
Who?
plenty of time to talk later on when we're off fucking gallivanting across the countryside, all right? I'm not going to have any other company apart from you, so look, you'll talk my ear off for all I care, but just
Is this
for now,
out loud?
yeah.
Mm.
But I'm just like, but for now, just shut up, okay? Right. Anyway, Malia, so what I need from you, Vermilion's mother is very interested in having some kind of very brief conversation with you. Apparently, there's some kind of information that you have that she wants to get. I
I
don't
laid
know.
out my terms, Salazar.
Oh, I know. I'm not. Look, I've got a couple of ideas in the back of my head, but so there's a couple of elements to this. So she said that she can potentially help me out if I can convince you to have this brief conversation with her. Now,
Before or after I get it in writing?
Look, I didn't even go down that road because honestly, there's some stuff going on for me right now, which is kind of terrible. I'm in a little bit of a rush. So all I'm saying is that if you could have this brief conversation with her, you'll be doing me a favor. You'll be doing Tiny Wing a favor. And then you won't have to do me any favors ever again.
I
Sexting?
mean,
Sorry.
with the most respect possible. I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I think you know me well enough to understand where I'm coming from when I ask this next question. Why should I prioritize helping you over everyone else?
There's no reason.
Well,
I'm
at least you gave me
simply-
an honest answer.
I'm simply asking a question. If
You
you're
see
not
the
willing to,
conundrum I'm in, right?
absolutely. I mean, absolutely. I'm a
Listen.
little bit the same in some respects. I mean, I was pretty certain I was going to know what the outcome of this questioning was going to be.
So,
It would be remiss
follow-up
of me-
question.
Sure.
What weapons did she have on her?
What weapons? I mean, I really didn't pay a whole lot of attention. I mean, she took me
Didn't
to
notice
the-
anything?
I didn't. I mean, she took
Can
me
you
to
think back to the moment where you stood in the room with her and maybe
Well-
see if you can remember anything?
Look, look, all I can remember is that when I went into the room with her, there was a little bit of confusion because she had like the fire going in the big fancy bed, and for a minute there was this like, is Vermilion's mother about to try and seduce me? Because that would have been one of the stranger situations that I've been in, but that didn't happen. And then she pulled out a giant chest that she had all locked up and stuff. She pulled my sword out, and we had this conversation.
Wait,
So-
back up. Giant
Yep.
chest,
Giant
sword.
chest, sword, my sword, the sword I'm carrying with old Captain Yabberguts in it.
My name's actually Yolnir, but thank you.
Sure, Yolnir as well.
Or alternatively, the Winter Knight will be
Hey,
sufficient.
Yolnir, remember
And
what I
you
just said
said-
before about shutting up? You're doing a really bad job at it.
And you said she wants to. So she didn't mention that she was going to question me again. She just wanted to have a conversation.
There is information that she wants from you.
But your job is to convince me to have a conversation with her.
Correct.
Great. That's not answering questions. I can agree to that.
Excellent. Even better. I mean, again, like, I don't want to be putting you into a situation where maybe you're not like super happy and stuff.
Sal, honey, I can take care of myself.
Right. Please, I'm just the whole honey thing. It's too familiar.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
No, that was just a step too far.
And at this point, Celestra...
Sounds like a little bit of insecurity there, my guy.
No, not for me. I'm just like, I don't want you getting too attached to me. I mean, you were concerned about the other way.
You're
Now
not my
you're
type. You just like filled a gap I needed in my life.
Sharp, loud click-clacking of heels announces Celethra's re-entrance into the room. Tiny Wing, if you feel that you would be finished with your research at this stage, I'm sure you will have been informed that you can have access to these books as you so desire. The stronghold is open to any constituents of Sonder at any time, and you are more than welcome after striking up a conversation with this guard. He has promised to get you in real good with the librarian and make sure that you have access to these books. The librarian kind of looks you up and down, does this real strained version of like a forced bow, and then nods in agreement. So you at
If I
this...
could channel my inner Malia for a 2nd,
Mhm.
bow, bitch.
Excellent.
Whoa. What's with the alarm?
Celethra re-enters the holding
Not
area.
you.
Behind her, Zephyr.
I hide behind Kaori.
It's real Zephyr.
Real Zephyr.
Do I also notice real Zephyr?
I think Celethra is a commanding enough presence that attention is almost immediately drawn to her when she enters. And I think Zephyr just trotting along behind her, as he has done around this time the last couple of nights, is definitely noticeable. Yes.
After seeing real Zephyr, would I then clock that this is not
I
real
wild
Zephyr?
shape into an ant.
Okay, well,
I
I'm
hide
gonna,
behind Kaori and turn into an ant.
I'm gonna
Or
turn
some small
around.
insect, and there's just a singular egg and nothing else.
I'm gonna turn around and see this egg with a little ant on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then look back at Zephyr and be like,
Eat the ant.
"Oh,
Eat the ant.
eat the egg. I'm not gonna eat the egg. I ain't no egg eater."
Guards are gonna be real confused about how that happened.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, huh. Okay.
Good. If you like, Kaori, you can roll me an intelligence check. Would be great. Meanwhile, Selethkra approaches your cell, Malia, and presents to you, standing next to Sal, a scroll. Agreement in writing for your friends to be included in the Carillan's amnesty.
Is Kaori on there?
12, by the way.
Kaori,
Yeah, am I on that?
Have your lawyer look it over.
roll me
Oh,
a
ant.
persuasion check, please, Malia. Not at disadvantage.
Whoa. Is it because I'm cool?
No, it's with the help from Kaori.
Not at disadvantage? I love that for me. What's a dirty 20 get me?
Dirty 20 gets you Kaori's name included on
Ooh.
the scroll of amnesty that has been written up for you and your friends currently.
I think
Guesting here.
looking at that.
Make it safe for all current and future crimes.
It does not mention current and future crimes.
I think Malia would look it up and down and not be obnoxious about it
Mhm.
because like this is now like a transaction, right?
It is. And we're not talking a fey deal or anything, but it is a little vague in
No.
some of its wording. It very specifically says the Carillan will provide, as they are authorized to do, amnesty to the named parties in payment for services rendered. It doesn't specify what those services are.
I'm gonna sign that fucking shit.
Just one little thing right here. Services rendered. It's ambiguous.
Indeed. But once this is in your hands, irrelevant.
I thought you were just gonna ask us questions. Why couldn't you just write that on the page? I will release them, and they'll answer my questions.
It's a standard form of amnesty within the Carillan. The services specifically rendered are typically left up to the matriarch or functionaries within the Carillan who
Can I
has
insight that?
gifted amnesty to those named within.
Can I insight that?
You can.
Or like history to understand whether that's actually the
Yes.
standard.
Yes. Also, well, it's not even going to need a roll, Malia. You're familiar enough with Sonder and the way that it works, as would be Vermilion in ant form.
I nod Antilly.
Excellent.
The ant has a mohawk.
Each of you would be immediately familiar with
But
that.
the uncle does.
That being one of the powers granted to the Carillan as part of its role, purpose, and function within the broader social
But
construct of
specifically, it
Sonder.
always says services rendered.
That might be, roll the insight for that. That will be at disadvantage, though.
Lord Daddy, I have a question.
Boo!
Boo you.
I have a question.
Hmm.
If I recall correctly, in my session 0, I was in fact held prisoner at the Carillan. Did I get one of these things
You did
when I
not.
was released?
You know.
Well, that seems sus.
Yeah, that was a bit rushed. Also, it was high intensity and roll for
Okay,
me.
if you were going to retcon something, would it be a yes, I got one, or no, I didn't get one?
I would not.
Like if you could go back and retcon it.
Then I would get you to roll an insight check, please.
I got an
With
18.
disadvan-
Not at disadvantage. It'll be an
Okay.
insight check based on those events specifically. You got, sorry, what?
An 18 at disadvantage.
Yeah, 18 at disadvantage. This is a very
Standard wording.
sweet fucking deal. Like, she gets to decide whether or not those services are fulfilled, and the moment that scroll is in your hands, you have, from the dated time, amnesty for the crimes that she's laid out as have been accused by fucking Talos Brittleweed.
Well, let's render my services then.
Oh, I very much look forward to it. And she will
Ah,
again open your door, step to the side.
I will walk out and like for a moment Malia's fists like ball because she's still mad and they just like shake out and relax.
Good.
Lara Jimothy.
Sal.
With the contract, Sal go, do you mind if I just have a super little quick read over it? I'm just well versed in contract lore for the most part. I'm just curious to make sure there's no problems.
You can do better than that. You can come with us if you like and read it while we have this conversation. I
Excellent.
certainly
It's just us?
wouldn't want my guest to feel intimidated in any way, thinking that I meant her any harm.
You could try.
Right, okay.
And she will
Hey,
again
why am I here?
lead you to the two of you to her chambers. Tiny Wing, you will probably intersect around that time, and you're welcome to either follow Malia and Sal or continue your way in, if you like, back to the holding area.
Mr.
No, I got
GM.
freedom. I'm gonna follow.
Sal.
Whilst we're making our way downtown, I'm gonna hold on to this contract, and we'll use this opportunity to use read object. And so, and this is 100% a massive stretch to see if there's anything juicy that you want to throw out there around this. Because I can also see or hear any events that have occurred within 20 feet of that object within the last 8 hours.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you fucking
So
can.
is like I don't know, anything of interest, like Sal will just kind of like do a mental kind of like rundown of anything interesting that might have occurred anywhere near this piece of paper in the last hours. Absolutely, like I said, this is a bit of a shot in the dark.
Absolutely. Ash, what was your... We'll come back to that. What was your insight roll?
It was a 30.
A
Like
retrospective
30.
30.
Yeah.
You recall...
Because I got a plus 11 now.
You recall quite clearly, and we'll ignore that plus 11 now for the time being. You recall quite clearly Penelope's agitation isn't the right word, but concern for her brother at that time, and what felt to you like a distinct and deliberate attempt to get the two of you, Redwin and Willett, off of that continent without anyone else knowing. And so, no, a scroll of amnesty was not given to you as part of your exit from Caldara.
So this bitch cut corners and now I'm paying for it. She's lucky she's hot.
It depends what other crimes you think you've committed, I guess, because your name is included on the scroll that Salazlo has currently
Really so
read.
many. And if I meet Talos Brittleweed again, I'm going to commit so many more.
Sal, as you make your way to Selethra's chambers, you once again have this incredibly compressed sense of the events of the last 8 hours surrounding the scroll, which you immediately learn as you backtrack through time. She has pulled from her own desk in those same chambers. Over the course of those 8 hours, you become aware of a number of things that have unfolded. quite a number of meetings, well, 2 or 3, I guess, within that amount of time between Selethgra, Tremont Benedict, and Grum, the 2 bounty hunters, and they are quite clearly on this desk planning out what seems to you to be apparent to be the recovery of Willow Wedgwood. They have a map of Sonder and what appear to be a number of possible kind of tracking and directions, and Grum and Benedict have both left, presumably to do exactly that, to track down Willett, as they eventually successfully did. Prior to that, you'll have also been privy then to a couple of meetings between her and 2 figures that you're not familiar with. Perhaps, no, you were unconscious when you were brought in, that you're not familiar with, but she seems to be quite familiar with. Nothing incredibly dramatic. It's very much, they seem not subservient, but deferential towards Selethgra, these 2 figures. One is a male Yuan Ti, the other a young female Gith. Both of them similarly clothed as she is, with garb and dressings that seem to you to put them in perhaps the same chapter of the Coryllan then that she's in. Beyond that, you see some stuff that we'd have to fade to black for. And quite a lot of Selethgra pacing around agitatedly, impatiently, so much finger tapping on this desk that she's pulled the scroll out from. But the bulk of it appears to be, from what you've seen, the bulk of her time within that 8 hours has been planning the recovery of Willow Wedgwood.
Oh, okay.
And then you enter her chambers. Malia, you were offered a chair. It is very well furnished. Seems very
will
comfortable. Selethgra will not. She will take a seat on her desk, legs crossed.
Arms crossed.
Salazlo.
Oh, right. Yeah, Sal will sit down.
Ms. Wing,
Can I sit on his shoulder?
absolutely. Assuming he allows.
Can I do? I would like to do one more thing, if I may, too, please.
Mhm.
Your GMship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just very quickly checking something. Da 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 da.
While Ham is checking this, I'm just gonna say I've got to go. I've got to be up really early tomorrow morning, so I have to go.
Yeah. Very
So-
good. We'll go
so,
to a super quick break while Ash dips out. Ash, quick tell everyone who you are and what you do and where we can find you.
Ash, I make stuff. Instagram. Ash makes stuff on Instagram, and also Mondays, Split the Party TV, Barovia, Better Cleric. Goodbye.
Good night.
Meow.
And we're back, and everyone appears to be in what looks kind of like sort of maybe the right spot. So, yeah. Okay, hit it.
Ow.
Salazlo, you wanted to do something. Andreas,
I am going to use my Veritas ability on Mummy Dearest.
Mm-hmm.
So that's and I've checked they don't know if it's being used.
Okay.
It is a charisma saving throw, DC 16.
Certainly. 12 meets it, beats it.
Yep.
So she
Cool.
will save.
Okay.
And I assume that just means that you are unable to ascertain if she's being truthful.
I know that she has she's succeeded, so I will have
Okay.
no idea that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Ms. Redwood.
Malia.
Malia. Wonderful to be on first name terms.
No, it's whoa, wrong accent. No. No, it's actually more offensive if you call me that. So, I mean Miss Redwood.
Noted.
We don't legal government name people.
You are something of an enigma, as I mentioned.
Speak plainly.
Well, speaking plainly, it is my role to keep Sunder safe from all manner of evils, particularly those of a necromantic nature.
Necromantic? I don't know magic.
Over the course of my tenure, I have become considerably knowledgeable in all manner of things that some would consider evil. I personally consider necessary to keep this world safe. When I found you and your friends and my son with the Owlin, you had fallen, correct?
I was dead. I hadn't fallen over and couldn't get back up. I was dead.
You were. Perhaps inconsiderately of me, I attempted to use that to my own advantage, and let's say borrow your corpse for a brief time. And in so doing, was very actively and violently rejected by a force unlike anything I have ever met.
Aw.
Something perhaps as vast and unknowable as what haunts you, Salazlo, but very different in nature. I occasionally, very occasionally and sparingly, because they are so overly eloquent in their responses, occasionally I will approach the pantheon of my peoples for insight into mysteries that I'm unable to ravel myself, and attempted to do this with you. What I'd like to know, if you're able to provide an answer, Malia, is why the entire elven pantheon, when I asked them about what it was protecting you on the other side of life and death, why exactly each and every one of them turned their face in shame?
Wow, this is the only question you had to ask me? That's really embarrassing. Because unfortunately, I can't tell you that. I don't know. But what you can offer me, since you're so hell-bent on clearing the lands of evil beings, necromantic in nature, is maybe a handshake and a job well done for contributing to that cause.
And she looks you up and down. You're still covered in a little bit of troll grime at this time.
So fun.
No, thank you.
I notice her look me up and down.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. This isn't the first time.
No, I won't be touching any of that. Thank you.
Oh no. It's not the first time I've fallen and gotten back up.
Glad to hear it. Your response to her, is that intentionally evasive in any way, or
Well,
Is-
like, to
Yeah.
be fair, she hasn't really given me any context aside from the fact that they're shocked. So, like, what question did she ask? Why were they so shocked? Oh, and shameful.
which is fair and fine and true. She assesses that answer, leans back on her desk. Very well, you may depart.
That's it? Really?
Only this, if you see my son, perhaps encourage him to get in touch with his mother.
See, I could, but that wasn't part of the deal.
Indeed. Speaking of, and she will hand over the scroll of amnesty after taking it back from Salazar, realizing that she left it with him, and put it in Malia's possession.
Anything else? That's all?
Only that you should ask the guards for a better room and perhaps somewhere to wash. You may leave.
Okay, this was thrilling. Next time you want to talk about looks of shame, I suggest you think about the potential one your son carries, knowing you're his mother. And I'm gonna leave immediately after saying that.
Hot. She'll indicate to a guard that stands outside of her room, and they will head down, if you'll allow them. They will head down to the holding area, at which point the cell doors of Lilith, Kaori, Lilith and Kaori, I guess, are opened. I'm assuming
Home time, motherfuckers.
Freedom.
Let's go.
Grabs whatever left over.
We
for
should
those.
also try and find Vermilion.
I ant jump onto Kaori. Hitch a
Ah,
ride.
I feel like
You
he's
won't
probably
notice.
close by. I'm gonna pick up the egg and pocket it anyway.
Mhm.
Pocket egg.
brilliant.
Bring-
It's
bring
what
back the
Vermilion would have
pocket
wanted.
And as you each exit the cells, Selethra will re-enter behind you. Salazar, as arranged, the horse awaits.
A horse
Great.
for what?
I'm sorry, a horse for what?
So like
Where the fuck you going? I don't say. I would say if I wasn't an ant.
Super tiny ant voice.
Such a
this is
complicated
so-
expression to make with pheromones alone.
Yeah.
Move.
There are some
Look.
feral moans, that's for sure.
There's fucking hell. Can I find the ant and stamp on it, or
You don't know the ant's there.
Give us your exposition, sir.
Yeah, shut up.
right? I'm going by. No, look, there's I mean, so the whole sword thing and the wild hunt thing. You're all kind of a little bit aware that there's a little bit of a problem with that.
Yeah, I
Um,
told you it's bad.
Oh, so you're abandoning us.
Right. Look, abandoning you is probably a little bit of a harsh take. I mean, if that's
Are
the
you
way-
leaving?
I am going to leave.
Great.
I'm sorry, excuse me?
Abandonment.
Look, Tiny, look. Hey,
You're
Tiny,
leaving me
this
with
is
them?
your first lesson about people on this planet. They only let you down,
Right,
disappoint
hold on.
you, and abandon you.
Malia, can you just shut the fuck up for once?
Or
You
they
stand
die.
over there and you talk all your shit and you go on and on and on, and sometimes it's intensely frustrating. Can you just shut up?
I don't know, you seem to
Just-
enjoy it that one time.
Look, and that's
Pretty
fine.
sure
But
you
for
weren't
now,
talking.
just shut up, Tiny. Right, look. Yes, I'm leaving. If I don't leave, then this wild hunt is going to keep chasing me, and it is getting progressively closer. And I even heard stuff before, which means that I'm in even more imminent danger, which means if I don't leave you guys, you're all in danger too.
I'm always in
Now,
danger, it seems lately. How is this any different?
because this is my problem, it's not your problem.
Nothing
I
has
mean,
been my problem
honestly,
until recently. I've just been here.
I know, but I don't want you to get in any kind of danger because of choices or
Cop
mistakes
out.
that I've made. All right? So I'm making this choice, whether or not people want to get pissy or whatever, to go so that you're not at risk. Maybe I'll find a way to be able to deal with this. I don't know. But right now, you're the only thing I've got. You're the only friend that I've got outside of the Feybark. You're the only person I've had any kind of connection to at any level. And the last thing I'm going to do is put you at risk because of this stupid fucking sword. And if I just yeet it away or something, that's not going to make any difference. It's going to keep coming back to me. I already know that. So I need to go and find a way to sort of figure this out that doesn't put the one person in this world that I actually care about at any kind of risk.
Then you have to do something for me before you go.
I mean, sure.
She's going to pull out the little book that you've seen her carry since the day you met her, and she's going to open it up to the page where she's got a list of 3 names on it. And the last name on that list is the little sprite that taught her how to drink, gave her her little cup. She's
Mhm.
actually going to magically wipe that name off of that list and turn the book around to you and say, "Can you put your name on this list so that I can at least write to you? It's magic. It will find you wherever you are."
Absolutely. And he'll grab a writing implement of some type and we'll scribble his name. He'll then look over at her royal mothership. You remember the other part of our bargain that you're going to try and make sure that this one's kept safe.
What's?
He's going to look after me.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
We'll
She
keep her
said-
safe. It'll be fine.
These people will keep you safe. Well, hopefully they will. But we had an agreement. You were going to try and use some of your resources to help them out.
Indeed. And agreed.
Right. Anyway. And he'll turn around to to the rest of the group. Kaori, really, it's great to see you, and bye.
Hi, bye.
I hope you and Zephyr are fine with this group and nothing bad happens and that this contract that you're in is all great and stuff. I don't really know you, but you seemed kind of nice, so I hope that keeps progressing for you.
Thank you. And same to you, because it was, I don't really know you either, but
No.
you were a doll at like same as me for a hot
Oh,
minute.
what? Look,
So
we're
doll buddies.
bonded by porcelain,
Yeah,
but not the toilet type. Anyway,
thankfully.
oh, yeah, okay. I've no idea where Vermilion is. Just say bye to him, but don't let him know that I might have actually enjoyed some of those eggs that he cooked for breakfast.
Ate those things? Oh my God.
Yeah, look, I mean, look, it's a thing.
Mm.
He'll walk up
Vermilion
to,
waves his antenna
yeah,
happily. Not that any of you could see it.
he'll walk up to Malia. Bye.
Malia will not pay attention to you at all or acknowledge that you're leaving. She'll just look at her fingernails as if they're the most important thing in the entire world.
As he walks past, he will just put one hand on her shoulder, give it a very brief squeeze, and then keep going. He'll give Lilith the briefest of nods, go to where the horse is, very fucking awkwardly climb up on it, because I don't think he's actually really ridden many horses in his life. All right. Bye.
I'd like
I'll,
to point
um,
out that in the intervening part, I went and wild shaped into a horse. No, not really.
I'd like to use my heist action to have snuck
yeah,
out as an
yeah,
air
yeah.
Snuck out
wild
and
shaped
become the
into a
horse.
horse.
Amazing.
Incredible. And with that, as Salazar rides off into the night, hoping to escape his terrible fate at the hands and hooves of Cerinus and the Wild Hunt, we will call it there. It's
Oh, what?
shush you.
Call it what you want.
God, Malia, shut up.
We're going to do a super quick round of favorite moments, and then we're going to rate out to Trolls Medin for the evening. In the meantime, real quick, Emily, favorite moment, and then who you are, super quick, so everyone
I'm
can
Emily,
go to bed.
GM, producer, chief executive, Thirstmaster, Hexes and Vexes, and other places. Stay tuned, I guess. Favorite moment of the evening was the entire fucking monkey charade situation and trying to figure out how that was even gonna happen.
Honestly, my favorite episodes are the ones where I just am an animal the entire time.
I'm aware. I can't wait for the next one, for fuck's sake. Saz.
Hi, hello. Saz and Meeple, resident Dice Goblin producer over at Meeples and Dragons. Also find me on Split the Party on a Monday morning in Barovia. Fuck, what else do I do? Oh, Redlands Tabletop Gaming Club. Come play D&D with me if you're in Brisbane. My favorite moment was also the Vermilion Monkey. I'm sorry, it was just, yeah. He played cards. He did all sorts of things to food we don't want to know about. It was good.
Yeah, can't wait to see how that plays out. Also, MVC DM.
Hello, I got here late.
We forgive you
Thank you.
this time.
No, we don't.
Okay, fair enough. My favorite moment was the part where Sal actually like it's funny. It was very touching for me where Sal actually stood up for Vermilion to his mother, but not around him. And I was like, wow, fuck you. Don't ever make me feel feelings like that again.
Excellent.
And you can find me on social media that I may or may not use at that NVCDM or in your dreams, because I'm your new paralysis demon.
Hot.
Ree.
Jeannie.
Hi, I'm Jeannie. I do cosplay stuff and I write stuff and I have a small business selling candles and art and stuff. Art of dinosaurs, but that's fine. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. I stream like horror games on Twitch a lot of the time too. It wasn't just gonna be a horror stream thing, but like it seems to be my go-to is horror games. And my favorite part of tonight was probably Malia and Kaori just bullying the fuck out of Jimothy. I honestly like
That
I
was
just have
good.
the name. I really enjoy it. It makes me happy saying the name Jimothy.
Yeah.
Like so I just like I
Fuck
don't
that
know
guy.
why. But like fuck Jimothy. So like no actually, but like you
Fuck
know.
him and his family. They suck.
Yeah, we're gonna go kill his family next episode, so stay tuned for that.
Oh,
He's such a good person. And quite
He hurt
likely,
my not monkey.
quite likely, the monkey was not hurt in any way, shape, or form.
No fake
Monkey
monkey
was-
got
The
falsely
monkey
injured.
was so hurt.
No.
Emotionally hurt.
So hurt he turned
Emotionally.
into an ant.
Finally,
Laid an egg and disappeared.
finally,
egg.
and for the last time, as they leave the campaign, Ham_the_DM. Who are you? Where will we find you? And what was your favorite time?
Well, you know who I am now. You'll find me over on Meeples and Dragons doing Radiant Shadows. You'll find me with the Pangsings and the Fangsings. Maybe one day I'll get some of the other projects that I want to do off the ground if I ever find the energy. Favorite moment I did really dig the stuff with Lilith at the beginning. There was some cool lore stuff going on there. I also greatly enjoy any time NVC doesn't talk through an episode because he's too busy making animal noises. So I think, it's always a great way. Yeah.
Magnificent.
Fun times, man.
Right? Hey, you want fun times? Let's go watch some IRL streaming, real quick. MVC, would you like to introduce Trolls Maiden as we raid out to them real briefly, please?
Sure. Yeah. We're gonna go raid Trolls Maiden. He is a guy who lives in Sweden, who I have previously played an extended D&D campaign with. He's a real nice guy, and in real life, he's really, really tall, like super tall, like you have no idea like how tall this guy is. But he looks like he's out and about today, just going for a walk through the Swedish woods. So you'll probably see some weird little Swedish fey creatures while he's out there.
Excellent.
Spot.
Enjoy
Amazing.
a walk in the Swedish woods. Good night. We'll see you soon.